but you get there.
Mm.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
So it's from the in the mirror page. Okay, no more talking about the
Mike,
elephant in the
what's
room.
the elephant in the room?
Yeah, what is the elephant in the room?
The mic. Got you.
Mhm.
Okay.
They turned the phone down.
All right, all right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of In the Mirror podcast. We are here today, this Sunday, ready to get it started. I'm your host, Coco. Then we have Jimmy Jam in the background.
What it do?
All right, we have Miss Frankie here today with us on a Sunday, and we
Hey,
have Mr. Conversation back. We hadn't seen him in a few weeks. He's been having a lot of stuff going on.
We here.
Yeah, all
We
busy.
right.
here.
All right. All right. So you all can check us out on In the Mirror at the In the Mirror live podcast on Facebook and on YouTube. And we are going to get it started today. So how's everything been going, Mr. Conversation? I know you've had a lot going on. You've been had a busy past month. Everything
Well,
been good.
God's just been blessing, man. So
Mm,
He's giving me opportunities. I'm gonna take them as long as I got the energy.
I
Y'all
know
know I don't
that's
drop
right.
that weight, so now I can move around and get to a lot of different places a lot easier. So I'm gonna continue to do that.
I know that's right. What about you, Frankie?
I'm making it do what it do. We have a new episode of Two Things to Be True coming out tomorrow, 7 p.m. We're going to stream live
Okay.
YouTube, on Facebook, and my guest is a friend of mine of over 20 years. We've been friends since our daughters were like 4 and 5 on cheerleading,
Hmm.
and she actually went missing about back in November. She
Okay.
came and did my podcast. Was here for the weekend, and next thing I know, I'm getting a message that she is missing. And
Mm,
when I tell you it was viral, it was all over TikTok, it was all over Facebook.
okay.
Dr. Anita Gould, and so we're going to hear the first part of that, our
Mm,
first interview, and then we were able to record last weekend. She came
okay.
to visit me for the first time since her ordeal. She ended up
Mm.
having a medical emergency. She was
Oh,
missing for 72 hours
okay.
before we found her. And her daughter just did a phenomenal job of making sure people were saying her name and people were
Mm.
looking for
Putting it
her.
out there.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it ended up she had a medical emergency,
Mm.
and she's gonna talk about
Okay.
that.
Okay. Good. Well, good to know that she was found. It couldn't
Yes,
always have
praise
gone
God,
another way.
praise God.
So the main thing is she's back. She's healthy. She's
Mhm.
alive. She's moving
And she does
around. She's
all
able
of
to talk.
look. I thought I said we need you. Like
Yeah.
she does all the Botox, all the
Mm.
fillers. She does the lip injections. That's my
Okay.
girl. Okay, that's my girl. My girl. Okay.
All right.
All
All
right.
right.
I got a
So
question for you, real
sure.
quick.
Uh-huh.
So on your podcast, right?
Yeah.
I see that you're putting a lot of some of your friends on, right? People
Uh-huh.
that you actually really have years in with.
For sure.
Do you find it difficult or easier to interview someone that you know?
I love talking to people that I'm truly close with because we know each other. We have fallen out. We have gotten back together. We have seen each other through marriages, through divorces, through kids, through one of my friends that I was talking to earlier. We've been friends since we shared lockers in 10th grade.
Mm.
So I was there when her mom passed. She was there when my mom passed. So the way we talk is different from the way I could ever interview somebody because I know we know each other. And so it's
Yeah.
just a different level. Yeah. And
Okay.
everybody can't do it. Everybody can't work with their friends like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm lucky to have friends that I can.
For sure.
Mhm.
All right. All right. Well, thank you for that, Frankie. We appreciate you. Um,
And thank you for having me. Let me say that.
all right, no
Because I love
problem.
this. I don't ever get to talk my
Right.
okay. This is where I come from.
All right. Well, we're gonna get it in today.
Okay.
We're touching on a few topics today. Jimmy Jam, you wanna go into the topics we're starting out with today?
One of the topics today is when do you know when it's time to love again?
Okay.
Mm.
And we're gonna go into that one first, or we can go into how adequacy destroys identity. So those are two of the topics. We do have a third topic. If we get to that third topic, we'll announce that later on in the show. But those are the first two topics, and you guys can whichever one you want to go into first. Which I had the show titled with "When Do You Know to Love Again?" So
Okay. Let's
uh,
start with that.
you want to start with that, but y'all go
Okay.
ahead and go on that. I got some engineering thing to do right quick. Y'all can go ahead and carry on that right there.
Look, I need to charge my iPad. I'm like a
Okay,
toddler.
you want to start?
All
You
right,
want to
so-
start, Mr. Conversation?
My niece said I'm like a toddler. I always need my iPad. Okay.
So when I heard this topic, right, it first took me. First, I started micro. I started with myself. Then I started thinking about everybody else.
Okay.
So the easiest way for me to take this is, when do you know it's time to love again? The true answer to me is you never know.
Mm.
Okay. You will never ever know.
Mm.
It's love relationships are a risk at the end of the day. All right. You're
Mm.
taking a risk on someone else. You're also taking a risk on yourself, because if you're not fully healed
Yeah.
from the things that you've been through, not all of them are your fault. Probably most of them might not even be your fault. Traumas from parents, from all of this can affect our relationship. So how do you know when it's time to love again? I would say the best thing is to do once you've done the work. And by the work, I mean therapy,
Mm.
counseling. If you're spiritual, whoever is the spiritual entity that you believe in, whether it's the universe, whether it's God, it's Buddha, whatever that it is, getting into your spirituality
Mhm.
or slash religion,
Mhm.
and learning it, whatever those rules, regulations, whatever, however you want to do are.
Okay.
You guys were talking about something the other day, Frankie, and Jimmy said one thing earlier today about it. Like, he realized that a lot of the fractures between men and women are that they're not spiritually aligned, right? And so I think that is a very big thing. If you're not even spiritually or know who you are, what you are spiritually,
Mhm.
how can you have a productive relationship, period? But especially after you've been hurt. So I look at it like this. When something is broken, right, it can be repaired, right? But it's
Yeah.
never gonna be the exact same way that it was. If you break this cup or whatever and you put it together, there's gonna be
Right.
cracks, it's gonna be hard, it's gonna be able to be broken easier most of the time.
In that specific spot, but not
Yeah.
in the complete fault line. Just
Correct.
yeah.
So for me, when I learned it was time to love again, let's take out physicality stuff, right? When we're talking about just love, when I learned that it was time to love again, was when I was ready to, for me, it was about responsibility.
Responsibility, like in how you respond to other women, or responsibility into how you interact with your.
Both.
Okay.
Okay. So me, not giving any excuses, but younger me, had different views about relationships. Okay. And I believe, knowing what I know now, that caused me to have the breakup. All right. That caused the hurt to come. Not necessarily me doing anything wrong per se, but just the way that I felt about relationships, the way that I felt about women in general. And so I couldn't actually have a productive relationship until I had healed that part of myself. That part that, for me, it was about my trauma with my mother. I went through a lot of trauma. Told y'all about that, a couple of months ago, with just not being able to trust a woman, and particularly a black woman, because that was the version of the black woman that I saw.
Yeah.
Right. And so I carried that hurt and that pain on to other women when I was younger. So then that starts the cycle. So how I learned when it was time for me to love again was when I could forgive her. I could not be with the woman in a productive way until I was able to forgive my mother, um, for my perceived what happened when I was young. I'll stop right there.
Welcome,
Okay.
welcome, Scott. Scott enjoying us. I just want y'all to
Hey,
know
Scott.
that, man.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
Good, good,
Oh, I
good.
like that. You look so good.
Yep.
Thank you.
Hey there, Scott. Long time no see. Seems like.
I know. I got some issues going on right now.
Lord.
Look, don't we all?
Yeah, we
Look,
heard. We ain't gonna, we
right.
ain't gonna put you
We'll
on,
leave that
we ain't gonna
alone.
put you on the point like that.
Don't we all? Okay.
Sometimes we have mountains and hills that we have to go through.
Amen.
So I guess
Yeah.
before we start talking about moving on or
Yeah.
when it's time to love again, I think saying where each of us are is
Mhm.
pretty important. Like I think for me, I'm a single woman. I'm happily single. I'm open to being in a relationship, but I'm not seeking it. Like it's
Mhm.
okay. Like I feel like I'm good. I have a healthy social relationship. Healthy social relationships. Okay. So I don't need I guess a partner. So I feel like that's the perspective that I come from tonight. And as
Mhm.
we talk about when is it time to move on, because there is times when like even a situationship needs to that you
Right.
need to move on.
Yeah, those are
for sure.
temporary. Those are temporary. What about you, Scott? When do you feel like it's time to love again? And where are
Well,
you at this point?
well, like EJ said, you really don't know when is the right time. I just feel like when you come across that person who really don't have to make you question a lot of things that happened in the past, or someone that really understood where your trauma came from and what could trigger you and this and that. And if y'all are working together, you know what I'm saying, and they make sure they're not trying to repeat those traumas, then you know, I think
Mhm.
that then you can try. But
Mhm.
I want to comment on what Frankie just said. She said she a single woman, and she don't really desire to have a companion. I've been single for a long time, and am I jumping over the fence to try to, snap me one? No, but do I want companionship and stuff? Yeah, I do. I can't say I'm all the way happily single, because if I have my moments like now it's raining like cats and dogs outside. I would like to have somebody come be rubbing on his ass. You know what I'm saying?
Same, sis. Same. I promise. Same. Okay, I'm the same way. Yeah.
Jay, please.
Same way, Miss Scott.
That's
I'm
one
not
thing I
making
love about Scott. She
Yeah.
gonna goddamn
Scott,
say
I'm
it,
glad you
whatever
said
it
that.
is. She
Right.
ain't holding back.
She is not
Scott,
holding back.
if
Sir.
that is what you got from what I said, that I didn't want somebody, that's not what I meant. No,
Frankie,
no.
clear that up right
Oh
No,
now.
no,
'Cause
it said like
we-
you didn't. It sounded like you didn't want no man. I
Right.
can't go with you on that.
my apologies.
Yeah.
That was a
Yeah,
total
that is
miscommunication.
but
kind
that
of
was
how it
what you
sounds.
meant right there, right?
That's not what I meant.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just
You
saying that
complacent if you don't have one, but you
I'm
would love one.
okay if
Yeah.
I don't have.
Yeah.
I like being by myself. Sometimes I want to be by myself.
Right.
I love having my own space. I love being able to come home and be like, I'm not cooking tonight. And guess what? It's okay. I don't have to.
I
Right.
feel you on that. I feel you on that.
I don't have to do that. I don't have to. I can come home and relax. Because as Black women, I feel like we're always on. We're
Mhm.
on when we're at work. We're on when we're with our kids. We're on when we're in front of, like, I love having that moment.
Right.
But not
Right.
that I don't want it.
Yeah.
Always on what? Drugs? I'm just
You know what she talking about.
We're always
He definitely knows
on,
what she's
like
talking about.
Like we want things to be good with our man. We want things
Yeah.
to be good with our kids. We want things to be good with our work. We want things to be good across the board. And that is the balance. When people say work-life balance, is that balance of wanting it all to be good. And unfortunately, you can't. Sometimes the ball's gonna drop somewhere.
Yeah.
And you got to deal with it as it comes. But our goal is for everything to be good. That's our goal.
Right.
Okay.
That's when those priorities
Yeah.
come into effect right
For
there.
sure,
Right.
for sure.
Right.
And I think as I might be moving the subject a little bit. I think a lot of times in marriages, when you're dealing with a woman that has a career driven like that, those priorities get misconstrued.
Yeah.
They can.
And the priorities lean more towards the career and the
Mhm.
kids,
Mhm.
and then the husband get whatever left,
This is true.
and it's rarely nothing.
Grow up.
No, it's
It
not.
happens.
It does.
It can
It
happen.
does, but also
It
grow
can
up.
happen.
And
Yeah.
it leads, and
Yeah,
it
yeah.
leads to that high divorce rate that we talk about. Some of it leads to that too.
What you got to say, Mr. Mary Man?
I want to hear this grow up. I want to know
Right,
what you mean
yeah.
by grow up.
I feel like grow up in that you know that our goal, I feel like as a family, we have goals.
Mhm.
And so sometimes our family goals is that we want generational wealth, we want this, we want that. And so if you're my mate and there's a time when you can't be my focus because I need to focus on these kids or I need to focus on our business or whatever the case, or I need to focus on me. Like I'm falling apart. I need to focus on me. I need a partner who's strong enough to say, okay, babe, do that. Do that. And I know that doesn't diminish how I feel for you. That doesn't diminish any of that. And if you need me, you got to be a little more vocal in this season because I'm busy trying to do the other things that we said we want to do. And sometimes you're going to carry that load and she has to be understanding of you. And sometimes she's going to carry that load and you need to be understanding of her.
I disagree.
You disagree.
I disagree.
Yeah.
And I only disagree because everything is intentional.
Mhm.
So you have to, oh, yes, I get it. You know, women, we put ourselves out there. We take care of, a lot of times we are in situations where we take care of everything. But if we have the right man involved, then yes, he's going to allow us that leeway. But we have to be intentional on making him involved and making sure he knows we are there for him too. Because we're gonna our mind is gonna go to him too. It's not gonna just be on what, babe, don't look, I'll get back with you because I gotta work, I got kids going on. No. We have to bring him in some kind of way. That's gonna be our intentional side of it. We have to allow ourselves to be intentional in some form of fashion. Because if that man, at some point, that man is gonna feel being left in the background somewhere. And now we mad because he done went over there to Susie Q house.
But I feel like
And he's
that's where
fucking her.
vulnerability with your man comes in.
Well, that just goes back to what we be saying about women being in a soft girl era. You know what I'm saying? Because if I had a strong partner, um, you know, if we both of us strong, and to keep me from being drained or feeling like that, I got to deal with the kids, I got to deal with this, I got to deal with that. They also sharing that responsibility too.
Y'all gotta come together.
Right.
Y'all gotta come
But
together.
you have to be vulnerable enough to let him know when you're in that space. When I'm weak. Like you can't always try to be his superwoman. Sometimes you gotta say, hey babe, right now I need this.
Yeah, well,
This is
we're
what I
What
saying
I'm saying is it shouldn't even,
woman.
ideally it shouldn't even be he has to wait till I say something, because as my partner you should already see, you know what I'm saying, you should
Right.
already see what's going
If
on.
he's paying attention to you, he is.
you want that, but the reality is, do y'all always feel that? You guys, do y'all always know when your woman needs your help?
Not
Or do they
always.
try to present it to you like, oh, baby, everything is taken care of here, and things could be literally falling apart?
I got you. I got you.
Uh-huh.
I understand where you're coming from. I think
And I
it's
get all
about
that too.
it's about knowing without knowing, without
Mhm.
getting the information. Now that's hard. That's one of the hardest skills for us to
Mhm.
learn. Okay.
Mhm.
Wanting us to guess at things,
Mhm.
but I call myself Mr. Conversation, right?
Mhm.
But even
Mhm.
I falter sometimes in telling what it is that I really want. And I will miss some cues from time
Yeah.
to time.
Mhm.
And so it's about her being honest about what she needs and then me adjusting if I'm able to do it. But then her adjusting back if I'm not able to do it, or us finding an alternative solution. But I ain't gonna go that deep
Yeah, you
into
don't
it.
wanna go there.
Yeah.
I get it. I
Gotcha.
get it. Yes, I see where you're going now, but that's true.
I got a question right quick. Frankie, are you talking into the mic? Because it sounds like you
I
don't have a
can
Yeah,
mic up.
hear.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
can
we can
hear
hear it in the headphones,
through
but
the
you're online,
headphones.
so what are you hearing?
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
you might have a
No,
little
Scott, what are
delay.
you hearing? Because that's how our listeners are hearing it. So
That's right.
I hear everyone clearly and strong except for you. It just sounds like you're talking without a mic.
Probably
So
the mic.
Jimmy the engineer.
Yeah,
Keep
yeah.
playing with it. See what
The
happens.
the mic, that mic right there is you have to really just put your mouth on that mic right there. It's not the best one. Then it's a new mic, so
Okay. Is this better, Sky?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a lot better.
I
Oh
can tell,
my
I can tell the
gosh.
difference.
Okay. All right.
I
So
can
it
tell
needs
the
to be
difference.
right here.
yeah,
Yeah.
it
Like
got
this. Like I need to be my mic down. Nice. Check one.
Yeah,
Respectfully, I kind of been saying that the last 10 minutes,
Mhm.
but the way I said it, she
Demonstration.
didn't like it.
yeah.
That's a prime example of the man trying to
Mm.
lead, right?
Mhm.
And then you give the keys,
You
right?
should just sound like
Okay.
this. Look,
No, I
do
did.
like- do
Hold on.
like this. Say, push.
No, I did. No, let me show you what I did. I went like this earlier in the
You
show,
did do
and I
that.
went
But
like,
then
and I
I
moved it
shifted
closer
and I
again.
moved.
Because see,
And
what
you
happens.
didn't tell me. So when I shifted, I didn't know. I need
See,
to
you
go
see
back
how
here.
close I am to this mic. These two
do.
mics are the weakest mic. We gonna get
Okay.
this straight in a minute though. When that
Yeah.
paper get right.
But that's enough about lips on mics. Getting back to the topic at hand. y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all, please.
But yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. But I
Okay.
think that was a good start. Like,
Yeah.
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 yeah. But you know, the thing about it when we talking about that balance and
Mhm.
priorities in a relationship, when it's a woman and man and kids and careers and all that going on, the priorities have to overrule everything else, have to override everything else in life. So what is your main priority? What would be the main priority in the situation of what you're discussing? What would be your main priority? To this question to the women. What would be the main priority? When you have a career, kids, husband, and other things, what's the main priority?
Shit, everything the priority.
Yeah. I mean, the household. Just
But
making
that
sure the
can
household
change.
is
It
right.
can change depending on the season. If we're in a situation where maybe we're about to lose the house, then maybe making money needs to be the priority. But then it may be a time where maybe there's a child who's getting in trouble. Y'all get a lot of calls from school, and now that child is the priority.
Right. We
Right.
you know, we talk about
Priorities change.
situational
Right.
things,
Because
right?
that's not
But-
something that's going to be going on
All
all
the time,
day,
right.
every
Right.
day.
So,
You know,
so
that's
your
different.
main priority should be the spouse,
Yes, for sure.
whether it's the man or the woman. The main priority should always be your spouse, and then everything else you balance out through that, even over the kid, unless it's a dire
But
situation.
a lot of women don't feel that way.
I know,
They don't.
I know,
Okay.
They
I
don't.
do know that. You know what I'm saying? But I just, this is my feeling and my opinion.
I hear that.
I just want to acknowledge because I don't feel that. I feel
Right.
like you feel, but I feel like we need to acknowledge the fact there are women who
Don't
Right.
feel
They
like
don't.
that,
women
right?
who
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah.
that.
Right.
Yeah,
that
they
really
do.
is the kids. For most women,
It's
it's
the
the
kids
kids
over the
and or
spouse.
career.
Yeah.
You know, it really is.
So when
Because
you,
they
when you
feel like
have
they
those
can't
priorities,
count on the man.
when you have those things,
I was just finna say that.
priorities, it's either you don't go without.
Mhm.
The spouse don't. You should, like Nika said earlier, it has to be intentional. Everything has to be intentional in a relationship, especially in a marriage. You have to be intentional with your spouse. I mean, true enough, we don't need to be cheered on all the time, but we do
Right.
need to feel our presence is appreciated.
Mhm.
Woman and man need to feel that way. That your work is going not unnoticed. You know,
Right.
your effort is going not unnoticed.
Yep.
So we do need to feel that. And I think that is what keeps men and women from straying
Mm.
out into the wilderness and getting into these conversations with co-workers and other people. They talk about the work husbands and the work wives and all that
Oh,
things
yeah.
right there.
Mm.
That
Mhm.
keeps
Y'all
us.
feel about that? I mean, is that okay? When is that okay? You have a
It's
work-
it's not okay if you have a husband or a spouse at home.
DJ, you got to work wife.
Hell yeah, all three of y'all.
I'm not
Every
that
lady, yes, the fuck he is. I'm telling you right. Work wife. Matter of fact, you the work side chick. You know what I'm saying? You the work side chick.
Yeah.
Because you don't even want nothing anywhere near a wife at all
Right.
whatsoever. You the work side chick. Okay.
Oh,
Sky,
I'm done.
you the work wife because I do podcasts with you most of the time. So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And then you the work mistress. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
So that's how it is, man.
Look,
You know?
I can see that. I can.
Look,
I ain't even
okay,
gonna lie
so
to you.
taking
I
it
can see
for
that.
what it is, since we got here, the work wife, work husband situation. Now, if it's done by the actual rules that it's supposed to be. Because there ain't supposed to be no physicality, nothing like that. He's
Right.
just supposed to be, she's just supposed to be the person at work that you get along with, that
Mm.
you probably help clock you in real quick, vice versa.
I
That's
think people
really what
take
it's
it too
supposed to
far,
be.
for
You know,
sure. Yeah,
But
definitely
now,
take it too
yeah,
far.
but people start getting them titles in their head, and then they think they got some
Which is
control.
crazy.
And
Let's say that. That's crazy.
It's a
That's
straight up
crazy.
affair once you start getting physical.
yeah, and all of
It
that.
Oh yeah,
changes
yeah,
the
most
whole-
definitely.
I
Like,
think you
right,
can have
like
a
the
affair
term-
in your conversation.
Well, I feel like the term.
I mean,
work
that's where
wife or work
emotional
husband was never
cheating
intentional
comes
for this.
from. Because yes,
was
if
never
you're
good.
having those intimate conversations with somebody else that's outside of your spouse or your girl or husband or whatever boyfriend, it's emotional cheating.
I feel like if you're doing anything that you would not,
Unless you built like
Okay.
that. Unless
if
you built
you
like
are
that.
doing anything with that person that you are not going immediately home and wouldn't mind it coming up in conversation, mind
Right.
if her friend called her and said, called your woman and said, hey,
Lord.
I saw EJ doing X, Y, Z,
Right.
and your wife would be able to had a meeting. They had it because she already know.
Right.
Mm,
She already know what when you come and film with us, you're not telling her
mm.
I'm going to film with the boys. No, you let her know.
No, you say
Miss
homies.
Coco, yeah, but
You say homies.
but
So
when you came
it's,
here tonight, you told her Miss Coco was gonna be there, Frankie was gonna be there, Sky was gonna. You told she know who was gonna be here.
Well, he live, so
yeah. So it don't matter. And it's
She
posted on my
gonna know
page.
either way. She gonna know if
She
he's saying
know
anything.
that where
Right,
you
you'd be
said you
crazy
was
to not
going
tell
is
the
where
truth.
you're going.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
I
Yeah,
get what
the
you're saying,
problem is
though.
when the
Right.
lies
I get
Right.
what you're saying.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
I agree with you on that. When
Yeah.
it's open like that,
Yeah.
then right, it's not cheap. But when you have secrets and
When you
you
have
keep it
secrets,
right,
that's the
when you
problem.
got to
Mm.
cut that phone off when you get home.
You turn it
And
over,
turn
while
it
y'all
face
at dinner.
down.
Yes.
You got a special code that
Now,
don't nobody know the
turn-
code.
now stop.
Frank, you got to put your mouth on that mic now.
I turn my phone down when I have dinner with people, but I do it because my phone is always
Right,
something's going on.
right. But you ain't doing it to hide.
Not
Right.
doing
right,
it to hide
Right.
because
Right.
I'm grown. If I'm talking to someone, tell you that.
Right.
Like,
Right.
what do I have to lie to you for? You're not. If you haven't asked me to be your woman, I'm not your girl. That means that I'm open. I can
True
talk
that.
to whomever I want to because you have not made it clear that you're doing anything. So as
Right.
long as you're like that, just know I'm the same. I got the same.
Amen.
energy.
That's true. That's true.
I'm still on the market.
That's true.
Right.
I'm
That's
on
true.
the market.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
The door is open.
Some of
The
us.
door is
Hey, now
open.
don't be like that food that's past its expiration date though. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It might be
Ooh,
on the market. but,
especially
you know,
milk.
we got to keep it fresh though. You know what I mean?
Baby, it's fresh.
Especially
It's-
milk spoiled. It's terrible.
It's-
Take it to the ER.
It's marvelous.
So
over
you
here.
like a
I
twin-
don't know nothing about
So
that.
you like a Twinkie then?
Honey
What?
bun.
A twink? No. That's what you said.
Who,
A Twinkie, yeah.
Please explain this because
So
clearly my imagery and my
Okay,
brain is not
so-
going far enough.
we were talking about expiration date.
Okay, expiration date.
Those Twinkies, they last a very long time.
Yeah.
You know what I
That's
mean?
forever because
Yeah.
it's processed food.
There you go.
ahead. Uh-huh.
So yeah, that's all. It can last a long time. That's
That's
all.
all.
So you can be on this shelf for a
wait
while
minute,
and
I
it
might wanna be a
doesn't.
Twinkie.
Yeah,
Still
and
like
then you
it's
know it
sick
got
when
the
you
good
eat it.
cream filling in the middle too.
Oh,
but I had to wait for you to
oh.
accept it first.
Listen, but it's also full of GMO, which means I might have Botox and fillers and I might have BBL by the time it's all over.
Hey.
But
Oh,
it's gonna be
Jesus.
looking good.
Hey, hey.
Okay.
See, there you go. Found a commonality, y'all. She accepted. She a Twinkie, y'all.
So who honey bun in here? Who honey bun? Nika?
You're
You
not
honey-
about to get me in trouble,
No, no,
Jimmy. You
about
keep
it.
trying to throw it. You're not drinking it. I'm
You
not.
Sky, don't be laughing.
You know I remember the honey bun.
Don't be
He
laughing.
tried it.
Don't be laughing.
Next week, remind me
No
to bring a
comment.
honey bun in here. I'm
Right,
gonna eat it on live.
We're gonna need a honey bun and all. Okay.
No, you can make some.
So yeah, so we so you know,
With the extra glaze. See, y'all to leave me alone now. I'm just trying to be good.
and some of them honey bun got a cream filling.
They do got those.
I mean,
Move
some of
along.
them.
Can we-
Some of them.
Move along.
Okay, but the work husband, work wife stuff, I don't really care for it though, because people take it too far. Like
Yeah.
it's just about all these conversations, but this is one that really bugs me because it'd be like, first off, bro, when I pull up, get your ass on. You know what I mean? Like they be trying to like be it
They
there.
hovering.
You know what I'm saying? They be hovering, just
Yeah.
in general.
They
Like
be hovering.
it's just be
talking about
like,
the work
come,
husband.
come
I ain't
on,
never dealt
dude.
with that. I ain't
Like-
never dealt with that.
Nah.
I guess I'm too territorial. I'll get
No,
out.
no, this is not a
per.
no. This is not a personal story.
Oh,
I'm
you're
just saying it
as
in
a
general.
Right.
It's like,
Yeah.
get the fuck away. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, dude, why is you see it whether it's on TV, you know, I don't want to be like, it's my homeboy, but I ain't tell nobody business. But in this case, it really is like, we gonna come and pick her up, but then the guy around and you can tell he looking real kind of hard and stuff. It's like, bro, like you giving real
They
weird
get in
vibe.
that feeling.
Record
They get in that
saying
feeling.
Say
that-
weird.
Let me just go on record as saying that my definition of work husband and work wife had nothing to do with being physical.
Yeah, definitely.
So what's your
What?
definition? Give your definition.
Oh my gosh. I guess I felt like your work husband's the person you work with. You're always with them. You might text them late at night because you're working on projects.
Oh hell no, no. We fucking, okay? We fucking.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
we fucking.
again, he is looking to an affair.
No,
To
you
cheating.
you need to find a
It,
snail
it
down,
changes the
because I feel
definition
like
when
Oh,
you
what?
start
a
sleeping.
Okay.
snail, because I'm just like, what is this definition?
We don't touch, you don't rub that thing on
I'ma
my
say
butt
this,
or
I'ma
something.
say
You
it.
don't
I can
grab
say
my
this.
butt. We don't
I can
kiss. We
understand.
don't
Well,
did
y'all-
something.
Y'all done kissed. Yeah, I mean, it's like
Hey
Wait a
man,
minute. Wait a minute.
Hey, man, hold
Whoa.
on. All y'all going too far for real, for
Wait
real.
a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Do we need some
That's what I
encouragement?
mean by work
We need-
husband.
you know, pushing it.
We
It
need to
sound like
back
somebody
up. We
got
need to
some
rewind.
lawsuits
We
that
need to
they can be
rewind.
filing
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
some HR stuff going on
Right,
around
right.
here.
It
It is
This-
some
It
HR
is.
stuff
This,
going
we need to
on.
rewind this. So
Y'all know what be going on them jobs,
work
especially them factory jobs.
Okay, yeah, they do.
Oh my
Sky.
gosh.
So you saying with the work husband,
Yikes.
y'all can text late at night? Because
Look, if we texting late at night, something going on. Cause ain't no reason to be
What's
texting late at night.
Your late
might
might
be
not
text-
be
You
late
might be when I say late, I mean after hours. So I may get a
after
text.
work hours.
Yes,
Right.
in my previous job, and even in my current job, we might be talking about maybe something that got to get done by tomorrow. So we're texting back and forth because it doesn't matter. We're off, like we have a job to do the
Right.
next day. So we might be going back and forth about it. But like, that's
I
it.
mean, so
Okay.
is that a work husband though?
Well, that's what we call it.
I think-
because
I
that's
think-
Yes,
the
that's
person that you
her
talk
is
to
the
like
original
your
definition.
husband.
That's she talking about the original. Exactly what I was
They
talking
got
about.
a new definition.
But Sky talking about the new definition.
I agree with. I need it.
Yeah.
Okay.
My wife worked with me,
What?
and
Go
a lot of
ahead,
times
go
they
Go
talk,
ahead.
they text. So
I'm
I get
sorry.
what you're saying.
Yes.
Right.
I'm
And
in
as long
shock.
as it's professional and it's
Yeah.
not personal,
Yes.
you're
Yeah.
good. Right. So it don't matter what time the text come in. I
It
mean,
doesn't. Right.
long as
It
it's a
is the
professional
context.
text.
It sounds like we.
I was with you until you said it don't matter what
Yeah.
time.
You know,
Well, it
if
does
it's
matter.
professional,
It's
just
the
think about what I
context of
said.
the
Just think
text.
about
Are
what I
you
said.
They're
texting-
not calling after a
right.
certain
If
hour.
it's professional, it's gonna be
Yeah.
respectable.
Yeah.
Right.
And
but
at a
guess
respectable
what?
time
If
because
it's
he knows
after-
that it's a man that he knows
Right.
she's married.
And guess
Right.
what?
So
If
he's
it's
gonna
after
stay
a later
professional.
I
time, I'm
agree.
not
Right.
answering until the morning. I'm done.
Right.
When I'm done for the night, I'm done for the night.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, then. All right. So if we're gonna do this,
Uh-huh.
there's this group chat I'm in, right?
Right. Oh,
What
there we
group
go.
chat?
Yeah, everybody get quiet now. Yeah. That I'm in. And it be 2 p.m. I mean, it be 2 a.m. in the morning. Somebody
we
send
know
the
who that
video.
is. We know who that is.
Y'all are muted. Let me
Well,
just say,
I
y'all
do
are
it too.
muted.
I
I'm
send the
I'm
video.
gonna catch up later.
But
Like,
listen,
Look, y'all almost got me in trouble one day. Come my phone brung like 5 times in a row at like 2 in
I
the
be
morning.
getting up by 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I just sit up
And you start.
And then here it go.
Yeah.
Okay, glad you said
Oh,
it say
my God.
Jimmy, right? But it's also other people in there, obviously.
right.
And then it say Jimmy, and my phone rang like 5 times at 2 in the morning. And then she like, okay, after the third or fourth one, she started looking like,
she looking like pause.
Like, what's going
She
on?
looking like pause. What are y'all?
you good? I was
Yeah,
like,
what
babe,
did y'all
this is
say?
the group chat for the podcast. This is the other one. This is in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? This is
That
Jimmy
damn
sending them
Jimmy,
right now.
he the
Here
only
you
one
go.
don't to sleep.
Right.
But the one of them you sent was one that was,
Oh my God.
yeah, you feel me? And I was like, oh, that had to be the one.
Oh,
And she
my
did looked at me
God.
again. She said, Okay.
I don't like that damn Jimmy.
I know I'm guilty because I be sending messages all time of night.
Sky, you
You
said it
should
all
get
time,
married.
a
You should
day and
get
night.
married.
That's why when y'all
You
see me
didn't
don't
invite us
respond
to
for a
church.
while,
We went to church.
I don't probably put it on
We went to church.
mute for a
Yeah,
bit.
we went to church
Exactly.
with- we
Yeah,
went
ain't
to
nothing
church
wrong with
with
that.
that.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that.
Well,
I
you
get it.
know, I mean, I think that's when the trust come in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Because
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. My wife is great about this whole situation. She has never really gave me any blowback of what I do.
Mm.
You know, on this
As she
podcast,
should.
and she know
Let
that.
me say 100%. As she should.
You know, because
Yeah.
she know me.
Yeah,
You know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? And one thing I do know, and she knows as well, you can't stop nobody from cheating. I don't care how you
Mm-mm.
guard
No
them
matter
and
what
how
you
much
do.
you be
cannot.
on them, and they gonna cheat. They gonna find a way, and they gonna do what they gonna do. So nothing you can do to stop it. The only thing you can do is when you find
It
out
has
about
nothing
it,
to
you can
do
make a
with
decision what you want to do after you find out about it. But I get it. You know, some people do have insecurity. Me and Nikki was talking today earlier before y'all got here about, you know, some of our past experiences with people and how people have trauma and certain things trigger their trauma. They don't even realize they still dealing with something until they trigger.
Right.
Mhm.
A lot of people have insecurity because I can believe everybody sitting here that been cheated on before or have cheated on someone
Mhm.
at some point. So I mean, it's always in the back of your
No,
mind.
sir.
Never.
No, sir.
I
I
don't know what you
I don't know what you talking about, cool. Yo,
Okay.
you on your other deal. I don't know what you talking about.
This
Love you,
is-
baby. Love you.
This
Love you,
is
baby.
in the mirror.
It is.
Let me
is.
stop.
My mirror is beautiful.
We talking about in the past. We talking about in the past. All right.
In the past.
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
past. Ain't nobody doing that right now. All of us
No.
good.
No.
People sit here not doing what we're doing. But I mean, it's always that possibility, and it's always, you know, people have done it. You know, ain't nobody in
Yeah.
here perfect. You know, we all make mistakes. You know,
No, for
whether it was
sure, for
sexual
sure.
mistakes, lies, or keeping stuff like you say. You know, you had to turn your phone off, and you had to, you know, delete your messages before you go in the house. Delete
Wait,
your-
do we really believe that though? Is that cheating is a mistake?
Oh boy.
Hmm?
We talked about this Friday.
We talking about-
Hmm?
We talked about
But
this.
Jimmy, you said it now. You the one said it.
Well, I didn't say the cheating mistake. I said made mistake.
made mistakes.
Right.
But
We
you was
made
a little,
mistakes.
you a little mistaken with your statement
Well,
about.
I'm gonna say
cheating.
this. I can say you can make a mistake and cheat. You can.
Explain.
Explain, yes, please.
Depending upon where you're at in your life, in your spiritual growth,
Mhm.
in your consciousness, and your awareness, you can make that mistake and get with someone off of flesh and realize after the fact that you made a mistake. And
Yeah, after you done bust that nut. Oh,
Right.
oh, damn, I shouldn't have did that.
you'll always come in after the nut. Always. Because up until the nut, you're driven by that flesh desire. You're driven by that desire, your flesh desire. But it does come after the nut. Go ahead. We in it, class. Go
Yes,
ahead.
yes, because I want
Yeah.
to use the definition of a word. That's why I wanted to raise my hand.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Got it.
And I'm gonna
Got it.
prove him right by the definition of the word. So everybody,
Oh,
you know
Lord.
Right.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
A mistake is defined as an action or judgment that is misguided
Right.
or wrong. So all the other stuff that you're gonna assign to whether if cheating is a mistake ain't gonna have nothing to do with the definition
Mistake.
of the word.
Oh, okay. Definition and
Anyway.
reality ain't the same.
Now they are
But you
connotation
can.
and denotation in this one is actually the same, man.
You can't
Because
cheat without. You can't make a mistake and cheat. I mean, come on.
I just wanted to give you
Go
the
trip
backup
into the pussy.
word
Because
first.
you slept with someone that you wish you hadn't, right? That was a mistake.
And have you only done it just one time?
Mm. You asking
You
me?
can make the same. You
Mistake?
can make a similar or the same mistake
A
more than
mistake.
once,
It's
right?
It's like y'all talked about last week about the guy talking about his sex game, his tongue game, and all that good, and then you get with him and it ain't good. That was a mistake, right?
No, that was misleading.
But it was a mistake. You wish you had done it. You weren't gonna do it again.
But
If you
I
get
made
with
the
a guy
decision
that
to
right,
do it.
but it's
Yeah.
still, but you went in it with certain
It
expectations.
was a bad decision. I ain't gonna say it was a
A
mistake
mistake is a bad
because
decision. A mistake is a bad
An action or
decision.
judgment that is misguided or wrong is what a mistake is.
A mistake is a
Okay.
bad decision.
Now you can give
But you
added
didn't know it
context.
was misguided or
thought
wrong
we were
until
talking
after
about-
after the fact. After you did.
No,
it.
don't run for this. Don't run for this. Don't
We're
run for this.
talking about
Frank could be ready to
connotation.
run. Though.
We are talking about connotation. So I feel like the connotation that you all are using, mistake, lack a level of
Accountability.
that we need
Right.
to-
Okay, so
So it's
Go-
not that the word is wrong. You're right. The definition of the word is what we are
The-
talking about the connotation
The
in
acknowledgement
which you
of
all
the
are
mistake
using the
is
word
accountability,
mistake is
right.
where I have a problem.
the acknowledgement of the mistake is accountability.
Right. Is
So,
it?
Yeah,
Or is
is.
it just a fact because like you got caught?
no, it's
Like,
a-
is it just a fact or is that an admission?
it could be one of two.
It could be one
or
of
the
two,
other.
but
One or
most
the
of the
other,
time
right.
it is the two.
I,
Okay, most of the time
I
it is the
would
two.
I would
Okay.
not agree to that
Right,
whatsoever.
I don't
So
agree with that.
let's be clear. You all are not holding town halls to tell somebody that you cheated. Usually, it is because you got.
Why do you need a town hall? Town halls involve multiple people.
Well,
That
I'm
it
just
should
saying,
be between you
I'm
and that
just
That's
person.
the person you cheated
haven't.
on,
Well,
right?
okay. Well, you haven't having a one-on-one with the person. Say, hey, this happened. I'm sorry it happened, but I want you to know that it happened. That did not happen.
Okay.
So that's why we can't start from that frame of reference.
I mean, I think
Yeah,
we should
can't start
actually.
there.
I think that the frame of reference that we should start from is the
Yeah.
logic, not the emotion. We can add the emotion after the fact.
Once
okay,
we
it
add
should
the
be-
accountability.
It should be 80-20, not the other side. Starting from your side is how you feel about it and what you wish had happened, right? And that's understandable. And there's nothing wrong
What
with
do you
that.
mean?
Because
What I wish had happened.
well, not what people tend to wish had happened, right? That the
Mhm.
person showed more accountability and it happened because you really felt that you was wrong and you came to me, not I found out. That's how people would want for that situation to go, right?
Right.
Right.
which is
Okay,
why
but
you
the
wanted-
definition
you
of the
wanted to
actual
go that way,
word
you didn't.
Which is where we start from, is that it's an action or a judgment that is misguided or wrong. So knowing something is wrong implies that you have some knowledge of it in itself. So it's actually some of it is baked into it, right? But we want a long feelings and kind of drawing out situation so I could talk about it because it hurt me
No,
and it
just
hurt my feelings that it
acknowledgement.
happened.
Just acknowledgement.
So if he came to you
Mhm.
or whoever person and whoever
Your
they're
person
dating,
came
they
to you.
them came to they them
If
and
your
said
person came,
Frank, I want to tell you something.
Frank,
Frank,
Frankie,
Got to put the E in there.
Frankie,
Mhm.
I
Yes,
cheated on you.
CJ.
I cheated on you. It was
You
last
gonna
week.
You said what?
It was last week.
Okay.
See you later.
No, then guess what? Guess what gonna come after that? Who it was with? Where you did it at? Why did you do it? You what she looked like?
Why are you telling me this? Because you didn't just wake up this morning. So what is about to happen that is causing you to tell me that that you did this with this person? Because there has to be something more. So this woman has threatened you, or she's like something has happened. She's gonna call me. What is it that made you tell me that?
Oh, you think he
Those
telling
are-
because
those
he wants you to know before the streets tell you, huh?
Right. So what is going on that the streets would even know?
Those are assumptions. Just like he said.
Those
Those
are-
are
all of those are
assumptions.
assumptions,
Right.
right? And you
Not
want to
facts.
know them because
I
you
want
have a
to
lot of things
know.
going in your head about. Let's be honest. Why did you do it?
So you just
Who was
came
it with?
forward. Yeah.
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 Mhm. But the accountability is, I'm telling you, I did that.
So then my next question would be, okay, then why did you do it?
Okay.
What was missing here that made you feel like you needed to go somewhere?
Another word, that's a leading question and it's assumptive because that's saying something is missing. So you'd be really good as a prosecutor because you almost took me down the road I wasn't trying to go, even though I'm ready to answer the question.
But it is
You know
the
what I mean?
truthful question. That's my
I
question.
think that would
You
be
can't
the
decide
next
what my
question,
question
right? From a
is.
woman,
You
right?
just have
That
to answer
definitely
the
would be her
question.
question.
Yeah,
Why?
Yeah.
You
'Cause
don't
I'm
get
a damn
to
sure
know
egg.
what my question is. You just need to answer it because if you're answering truthfully, it doesn't matter what my question is.
Okay.
You should be able to
And if
answer
you're going
Mhm.
to do that,
You're
then
reframing what
you
they say.
should
You're
be
exercising.
ready to answer those questions.
Right.
I don't play with them.
No, no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no, no,
'cause
no, no,
questions,
no,
you
no,
know,
no.
questions are
I do
going to
not play with
come.
these men.
Questions
Yeah.
are going to
But
come.
why are they coming? Since y'all want to
But why?
reframe, let me reframe. Why are they coming?
Because
What you mean? Why? Because you coming to me and telling me that you cheated on me, and I want to know why. If I think I'm giving you my best,
Accountability. If it's just about accountability, which is what you guys frame it about, then all of that doesn't really matter.
And all of this is under the guise.
it is. It does matter because it fall up on the.
Okay, let's go to that.
Yeah.
The why.
Okay,
Okay, does it matter? Why? It's
it
not-
does matter
does it
why.
not matter- Hold on, does it
Whether
not
you'll
matter
do
the
it
fact?
again.
Because for men, it don't freaking matter
Because
why
if
you
you did
cheated.
it
It's
because
the
you
fact
like
that you
white
cheated.
women, if you did it because, well, I just think white women so sexy, I'm not turning white. I'm me, and you still clearly have an affinity towards whatever it is that you are attracted to. So is that the problem? And we need to nip that in the bud. Like, 'cause
So
I can't-
so basically, you're not.
Yeah.
can you be
I
so
Hold on.
sure that
Okay.
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
y'all agree
yeah,
on that, right?
I
Okay.
I just wanna know
agree.
why.
We
Like,
would
what is
need
it?
to.
So you're not ready to
What is
leave.
it?
So you,
Yeah.
it's he's still in there.
Depending on the answer, whether you're still in it.
So it's really not that important of an issue if the man cheat. The
Uh-huh.
bigger issue is why he cheated.
To me, if
So if
you're
he make a
if you're
case,
trying to be in relationship with somebody
uh,
and not playing games, if you're trying to be in relationship and you're trying to understand where that man is coming from so that either y'all can fix it or we can say this cannot be fixed. Because there's nothing wrong with this cannot be fixed. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we feel like that is like the worst thing possible, but it's not. Everybody you meet is not your person. Like, and that's just the reality of things. And you should
True
find
that.
that out as soon as you can, so
okay.
you can move on.
Well, I can say I've never asked the guy why.
Right.
I can say I've never asked why, but
It
he's
took me a
never
long time to
come
get there,
to
too.
me to say I've done this particular thing. Like it's always been something that you find out. But when you do find out, I've never asked why did you do it?
Yeah.
Okay. So based on what you guys have said, because I wanted to make sure that you guys agreed first. Okay. If it's that it can't be fixed, or if it's that you're not going to leave, then the why does not matter. Because if you're going to leave, then it just doesn't matter. It does not literally does not matter. Why does not matter? Hold on. If it's that we can't, it can't be fixed anyway, then it does not matter. So the why is about the feelings.
But I'm not
It is
gonna
not
get
about
to that it can't be
accountability.
fixed until I know them. Like, I can't say it can't be fixed until I know the why. Like, maybe
I
it
mean,
can't. If it was that you
I
were
see that.
bored,
I
that I was
see.
busy, that I was not giving you attention, then you need to tell me that. And then we
Right.
can work on that. Or, you walk around with your head in the clouds and acting all highfalutin, and I'm just a hometown boy, and these other hometown girls, they get to whatever that is, which is crazy. But if that's what guess what? We can work on that. But we cannot work on that I'm not your type. We cannot work on that. I think you want too much and I don't want that. Because then that means our values aren't aligned. That means that what we want in our family isn't aligned.
I see where you're coming from, but I see where
Yeah,
EJ is coming from.
I agree with Frankie.
We're talking
Yeah, I
about
agree
in
with
the
both of y'all.
mirror to get
Well,
to a
this
place
is
of
like they say,
understanding.
two things can be true.
Two things
Right.
can be true.
I agree with both of it. Because even
both-
if you find out why,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
It's
you
not
can
gonna
put
make
in
you
your
feel better.
head that, yeah, you might think in your head, okay, maybe we can work on it if this is the reason why.
Mhm.
But really, if you're against him cheating, period,
it don't even matter why.
yeah, he's right. It doesn't matter
Right.
because it's going to be hard to fix it at that point. It's not going to be something you really going to be willing
But
to
it
fix. It's
can
going to be
be.
hard for you to
There's a lot
get
of
over it.
couples who get past infidelity.
Right.
There
Well,
are
I
people-
mean, I see what they saying.
Yeah.
You're right.
I see what
But
they saying. It's like no matter
nothing
what
you gonna be
it
able to
was.
say.
Yeah,
It's
they
nothing
do.
you're gonna be able to do or say that's gonna change it or fix it for some
Right.
people.
Right.
Yeah,
But you can heal it.
right.
So the fact
Yeah.
that you asking why is still a possibility that he's still good.
You're not
and y'all
gonna be
can
able to
fix it.
fix it.
I mean,
Y'all
how
can
can I
fix it.
make a decision? I can't just be like, oh,
To see how she won't commit to it.
what?
She won't commit to an answer
But I
to
feel
that.
like it's
Right.
the
because-
other way around, but men don't allow women that great.
Well, we're
Let's
not
say
talking
that.
about the
We don't-
man now, because
I'm just
that's
saying, if we're
another.
talking about infidelity.
Right.
Infidelity goes both
That's
ways.
another. That's
Yeah.
another.
That's another.
Oh,
Tier.
oh, so now we're
Why is
saying
it
both
another-
ways
no,
now.
That is the
Because
same.
the man,
Oh.
I don't know.
Because
Men are not
guess
gonna ask
what
why.
I'm saying is not negating as to who cheated. It's the same thing. If a woman cheat on you, you should want to know why.
No, I don't.
You should.
Why?
Yeah.
Because
Men
maybe
look
that
at
man
that
was-
I
different.
think men are different.
Yeah,
men
men
different when it comes to that.
They don't care
Shouldn't.
why.
It's very different when it
They
comes to that.
should not, because what was that man doing that allowed him to get your?
See, we don't even
He's
think
not
about
gonna
it like
care.
that. We
They
Yeah.
don't care. They don't care about that. They care about she stepped out with another man. Is it over? Or I'ma kill this bitch.
Y'all don't
Right,
leave all the
exactly.
time, so why would you not care? Y'all don't leave just because y'all find out. When there's a lot of women who've been cheating on their husband is still with
And
them.
found out about it.
Yes.
I show the statistics. I need numbers.
Both. Maybe
Yeah,
they
I'm trying to pick.
maybe
I'm
he
trying to think
cheated
of
on her
somebody I
and
know
she
that cheated
cheated
on a
on
I'm
man.
him.
gonna
But
say.
they know
I'm
about
gonna say
it
you got
and
a
they
point.
stay together.
I'm gonna say you got a point because of that point you just made
Mhm.
about maybe he cheating too,
You're right.
Both of them are cheating,
and he
and they
found out she
both
cheating,
know.
and his conscience won't allow him to
That's
play
true.
victim and
But
leave.
whatever
I
the
can see
case,
that.
you should want to know why.
Maybe, but I'm gonna
why
say
is she-
maybe.
what is-
But
what
even
are
the
you
man,
not doing that she has to
even
go
the
find
man
someone
that
else?
cheats, even the man that cheats,
Mhm.
he still don't want no other man inside his woman.
Right.
The majority,
That's ego.
the
That's
majority,
ego.
right? Of course.
Yeah,
So
that's
you're
ego.
dealing with an
I-
ego. But when you're dealing with a man that cheats, then you're dealing with an egotistical man. Period.
But I feel like if he's in a place of healing, he's willing to let that ego go. And I feel like if he's still holding on to that ego, he's not ready to fix whatever it is. If he's still holding on to that kind of mentality, when I hear
You
men
talking
talk
about the
like
man
that,
that's cheating and find out he
Either way.
cheated on.
either way,
Because the man
I'm
is
talking
not
about when we are
cheating.
to the point that we're going to decide: are we leaving? Or are we going to work this out?
The man that's not
Because that's what
cheating.
we was talking about, right? When is
Right.
the time to move on?
Okay, the man that's not cheating.
Mhm.
It's not a question of why. The next question is when you leaving. How we gonna split this shit up?
Yeah. Cause men, they don't.
See what I'm saying?
But
You
ain't
talk
gonna
about the
play
man
that.
that's not okay.
But
Okay.
women are supposed to stay with you and be like,
No, you're not.
She stuck by me through
No,
thick and
no,
thin.
she
We
can leave.
Bonnie
Personal
and
choice.
Clyde in this thing.
That's a personal
Y'all
choice.
do that all the time.
That's a personal
You
choice.
do that almost like that's what it requires for you to actually
No,
put a
it
ring
does- I
on
don't
and for you
expect-
to
No.
marry.
No, but what I will say
Hold
though
on.
is this:
Hold
if you're
on.
gonna deal with if
Why
you're
they
gonna
always
deal with a
wanna-
cheater, you might as well deal with the one that gave you babies and take care of you and do all that stuff. Cause y'all will
Right.
leave a nigga just like Cardi B
Get with
will go
another
leave a
cheater.
nigga to go get with another cheater that will cheat on you worse. So that's my thing. That's all I'm saying. Now I would say
True.
that part, but
They don't
I would
like-
never
they
tell
don't like
anybody to
feel
stay
that
if you
energy
don't
back.
feel
They don't like to feel that energy
if
back.
you don't.
This is
No.
how I feel
They
about
don't like
No.
to look
women.
in the mirror.
Women.
They clearly don't like to look
This
in
is
the
how I
mirror.
feel about it. Women do not have to tolerate a cheating man.
We don't.
Okay, and men don't have to tolerate a cheating woman.
You do
Agree.
not.
That's
But many
period.
of you do.
But it's a personal preference, a personal choice. Those are things that depending upon the individual that you will tolerate.
Mhm.
You know, but a lot of men, and I'm gonna just say this, and I know we'll probably spend this to another area. Masculine men are not gonna tolerate his woman cheating on him. Period. That's a deal breaker.
You know, you throw that word around a lot when you say masculine men, because I feel like um you can't say a man is not masculine because he stayed with a woman that cheated on him.
That's true.
I can say that.
No, you can't.
I will say
I
that.
don't think that's
I can't say
that's
that.
a
I will
right
say that.
judgment to say.
Old enough to know that he was not.
Because that's just like saying a woman is not a real woman if she stay with a man that cheated on
I
her.
wouldn't say that because I'm not a woman. I would not say that because I'm not a woman and I don't have the feelings of a woman. But I am a man and I am a masculine man. And I can say that with confidence because of my masculinity. A masculine man is not going to tolerate a cheating woman.
That sounds like masculine toxic.
No, it doesn't. It sounds like
It
masculine
does. Or
principality.
toxic
It's principles.
masculinity.
A masculine man operates on principles, not emotions and feelings.
Right,
And the
his-
principle
right,
fact that
his
you
emotions means
slept,
that he doesn't
you
have to stand up
listen.
and puff his chest out.
let's
He
explain.
can
This
compromise.
let's explain what a masculine man looks like in a relationship. In a relationship, a masculine man is considerate of his wife's feelings, or his woman's feelings, thoughts, of spiritual growth, and all of that. He's
Yeah.
covering those grounds. He's doing all he can do as a man to give her all that he has to give her for her to need that. If it's more than that she needs, then it's nothing else he has to give her. So she steps out of that covenant because of her own selfishness, then there's nothing else left for him. He has to go because you can't give her no more than you've already given her. That's what we're talking about, masculinity.
So if a woman has already given everything that she can give, and her husband then chooses to go and step out, somehow it is her problem that she didn't do enough to be like. What are you
You made the
saying?
choice.
No,
you
that's-
made a
that's
word. You
definitely
made a
not what
word.
I'm
She
saying.
said, what you say?
What you
She
saying?
chose. You say she chose to go out. That was the choice she made.
But
It had nothing to do with him.
It's a choice for him.
No, that's not. That's you're moving the goalpost. That's
No,
not what
I'm
we're
not.
talking
I'm
about. We're
just-
talking about a
I'm
masculine
flipping
man,
a
right?
coin.
I'm talking about a masculine
That's
man.
not moving the goalposts.
I'm-
Whether we say who the offender and who the victim is, that can swap.
Okay.
The man can be the victim, the woman can be the
My
victim.
point,
the man can be
right?
the
My
perpetrator.
point was the
So we're
masculine
talking
man,
about-
right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
talking
My-
about two different
Right.
type
My
of
point
men.
was the masculine man, right?
He's
We
talking about two different type of men because it is
Because I
different
gave
type
a
of men out
description.
there.
I gave a
Yeah.
description
Yeah.
of what I see a masculine man was and what he
Right,
would
but I think
operate in a
you're
relationship.
also attributing what that may look like. So being a masculine man and doing what that woman needs may be him not reacting the way you would react. Because he know his woman, you don't know his
Well,
woman.
make that make sense to me.
I ain't get that one.
Yeah,
Make that make sense to me.
Yes, I'm saying that but how
I'm not-
being a masculine man.
But you heard what I
I hear
described
what you're saying
as
being
what I see as a masculine man. 'Cause
right.
it's not.
but
It might
if
not be what
someone's
EJ
dealing
sees.
with-
It might not be what somebody else sees as a masculine man.
Exactly.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Is that it doesn't look a certain way, and the way you were talking was like that it was supposed to look a certain way.
It has to.
He's not supposed to stay with her. He's not supposed.
No, I ain't saying
That
he's supposed
doesn't
to.
mean
But
that
I'm
he's
just
not
saying.
masculine because he stays with her.
I feel it does.
But it doesn't.
It does.
It's a certain type of man because
A
for me,
masculine
I'm
man,
just
right.
gonna say
They
for
rare.
me,
They rare
and
men.
I'm not even gonna keep using the word masculine men,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna
Yeah.
say a man.
Yeah.
What we as women, we're gonna take y'all out for a minute. We as women call a real man. We might not use masculine like they do. We may
Right.
say what we consider like a real man.
Why does that word masculine like it offends
Yeah,
y'all?
yeah, look, I don't know,
Why
but
it's so
I'm just saying
offensive?
for women, we may not use that
Okay,
same
go
word.
ahead. Go ahead.
But I know what you're saying. I
Please
get it,
tell me
and I
what you're
get the
saying.
masculine man side of it. But as far as women go, we just don't use that word as much as y'all do. So let's say we say real man.
Mhm.
For me, a real man, we're not cheating on him.
Right.
If we consider him a man, a real man, we are not cheating on him because we respect him too much.
Right.
We have too much respect for him,
But if
and we
he's been
know.
cheating on you.
But okay, so let's say we don't know he's cheating on us, but at the same time, we got to remember though, a man, we have to be in a situation with me for me, and this just me, and we have to know it's a possibility he's going to cheat.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm at. It's going to be a possibility he's going to cheat. So if I'm getting in a situation with a man, if I'm okay with being in a relationship with a man, not saying he's going to do it,
Right.
but it's a possibility. he may do it because men see cheating differently than women. And we talk about this all the time. Women, it's more emotional for us. It's not emotional for them. So we can say, oh, he made a decision to cheat or whatever, whatever. But a lot of men just see something else they like out there. But guess what they doing at home? They taking care of his wife. See, that's why women stay in relationships after a man has cheated more than a woman does. Because we know if he's staying at home, he's taking care of business, he's taking care of us, he got home, taking care of, he paying for cars and all this stuff like this. We're gonna stay faster than a man gonna stay because he's the one doing all the work.
And that's why I say what I say often. If women are more open in their relationships, they wouldn't be worried about getting cheated on. You know what I'm saying? Even because it's just
When you
like,
say more open, what do you mean? Like vulnerable?
no, like open to explore different things to where your man can come to you and be like, hey, I seen Shorty
Oh
over
no.
here, this, whether the wife wanted to participate or
Now,
not.
that don't
You get
matter.
what I'm saying?
We can do whatever he wants us to do, and he will still step out on us. We can
Yeah.
swing from chandeliers.
Jay-Z-
We can do
Jay-Z
whatever,
cheated on
and he
Beyonce,
will
that's all
still
I need to
cheat
know
on
in
us.
this
I don't
One,
think that
that
bad.
is a rumor. Nothing has ever been fully came out with, whatever.
What you talking about?
So that's the truth.
Oh,
Okay. Yes, that is
EJ,
an
please.
allegation. I'm trying to make sure
EJ,
this
please.
podcast is going to be at one point in time, along with the hot seat in top 10 in Spotify,
That's
very,
right.
very soon. When it happens, they can go back and view stuff like this and be like, you didn't say, and we get sued. So no, man.
Right.
There you go. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Well,
But yeah, I mean, that's just the way I think about it. I
I just
I
don't think
mean,
it's nothing the woman can do to stop a man.
It's
from
not
cheating on
anything
him.
she can
It's
do.
nothing a man can do to stop a woman from cheating. It's
Nope.
a
But
choice.
even if it wasn't Jay-Z, Beyonce was cheating. And that's all I need to do in this life. And that's why she's able to sing those songs. Clearly, she's
I mean,
She didn't
her
say it was
singing is
him.
not that great.
She-
You know what I mean? If you want to be real.
easy on the Beyonce. Easy on the Beyonce.
No, okay.
Man,
Can I
I'm
go
not
here?
a
Can I go
Beyonce
here real
fan.
quick?
Go ahead.
All right. Her singing is good. It's not
Okay.
great the way that y'all try to put her up there. Okay.
Right.
All right.
She's a performer.
DJ,
All right.
Yeah, she's a
go.
performer.
Let's
I'm
do
with
that.
Scott.
Cool.
She's a performer.
All right.
Go
Kelly was doing a lot better. I prefer Kelly. I prefer Kelly. I like my dark skinned sisters.
Why does it have to be either or?
No, I'm just saying because y'all boosted up her. The only reason why she became so big is because her mama and them was running the group and everything, and they kept old girl from going. That's why the other two left, Latoya Luckett and the other girl left because they was getting all the preference because her and Kelly go way back. You know,
Yeah, I mean, I will agree with all that.
that narrative is actually the truth. You know what I mean? Like that's the actual reporting on that.
That's the
And
truth.
there's actually articles over articles over articles on that, and that's what happened. That's why Latoya Luckett and then the other girl can't even know her name, whatever. She wasn't that talented. But
Well, it's all about
why
money.
they left.
Money made her
I don't need
big
a
as she
report
is.
because I was there.
Mhm.
Okay,
You-
because I was following them from that time.
Uh-huh.
on.
Okay.
So,
Well, so
what I know-
what's their number one? They first number one hit.
it was no.
All right, I give you that.
It
All
was.
right. But it was the remix. It wasn't the first one. It was the remix that went number one.
Story time.
Frankie said she
Look,
was with him. She
look,
was with him.
Put your story time. You can put over this. Put Frankie's story time.
Uh-huh.
That when I started in radio, we had a talent show, and at the talent show, the headline guest was Countess Vaughn. The bottom guest was Destiny's Child.
Mhm.
They were so new that they did not have. They only had one song. No, and we only played it during Love Zone, late at night. So they came. They sang it the slow version. Then
Right.
they sang some other song they had, and then they sang it fast because they only had that one song. So
Mhm.
their set consisted of singing. Like,
Damn.
Okay.
Right.
All
Yeah.
right. All
that's
right.
some Beyonce.
Listen,
Trivia from
I stand corrected. You know what I'm saying? Cool. You,
I
But-
am the Beehive.
She
But-
said, listen,
I
she
am
but-
told you.
the
but-
She was there.
I don't feel right on it, but she know her facts about it though.
She
10
was there.
toes down from when that
Right.
first song hit the
Oh,
Love
She
Zone.
was there,
You know,
buddy.
I like them when they only had one song.
All right.
I thought they were amazing.
Shout out to
Okay.
Destiny Child and
Period.
Beyonce and them.
Mm.
Mm.
But
Lord.
back to the topic. Okay,
Okay,
we
back to the
we went down.
Oh,
a dirt
yeah,
road.
yeah.
Yeah, what was the other topic?
We went all the way over that.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
but
did.
where were we at?
Um,
Oh,
well, we supposed to been on
On that
can you love again? That's the
You
one
know,
we
when
was
you get
on.
on men and cheating, the whole thing is gonna go left with these ladies.
Attacking Beyonce.
That's what we
I don't be going left. I don't be taking no sides. Right is right and wrong is wrong. I'm gonna give it to you raw and straight.
You be giving it to him raw.
Do today.
You damn
How you
right.
say you be giving it to him raw?
wrong.
Yep, I do. He
Damn.
he get it raw.
Wait.
Damn.
Okay. moving right on.
Okay.
yeah.
What's the next topic?
So
Yeah,
we didn't beat this one across the head. Let's go
Yeah.
to the other topic over here.
What we got?
It's how inadequacy destroys identity. How does well this was a topic by Philly.
There's a feeling.
Yeah, this
Okay.
was Philly topic. We had already said it before we came.
What was it
All right, well, let me go and jump into it then
Okay.
from what I
Okay.
got then.
Uh-huh.
So how say it one more time so I can.
How does inadequacy
Gotcha.
destroys identity?
All right, so I think one partner's
Inadequacy
inadequacies can destroy someone else's identity because as
Mhm.
partners, what you have an issue with or the issues that you have that you're bringing in can cause them to try to change themselves to fit into your narrative. Because let's say if I dealt with okay, what I do, right? So if I meet a model, right? But the last model I had cheated on me, and I felt it was because she was out and she was about a lot. And so I run into this one, she does something similar. So those inadequacies, those issues that I have, I can bring it into the relationship automatically assuming she's going to do something based on her job. Now she has a choice if she really wants to be with me. She might, I would never suggest this, but potentially give up stuff or not be as comfortable doing what she needs to do because I have issues, right? But I think that Sky, I need you to go on mute if you're gonna talk in the background.
Oh, I'm sorry. I ain't think I heard
Damn,
that.
you just threw me the fuck off.
My bad. I'm so sorry.
Okay, sorry. Okay, get us back. Reset us.
Oh,
DJ.
man.
Okay.
Inadequacy.
All right. So yeah, model messing up. So I think that we have to understand that when we do that, I think we all do that in some type of capacity, but we have to really, really work on that. There's a reason it's called baggage. You know what I mean? Baggage weighs that plane down. When we come into the metaphorically, the plane is the relationship. When we come in with all that baggage, it weighs the plane down. It makes it move slower. It takes a long time to get up. So you can end up hurting them and starting a relationship off totally wrong based off of your inadequacies, which can cause insecurities to the partner. You can put it on to them.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
And a lot of people, yeah. I mean, that is what will mess up a relationship. It will, or to keep you from starting one with somebody that could be right for you.
I could say that every relationship that I failed, it
Oh,
failed originally because one of us had one of that type of thing going on, right? Where we assumed things or we weren't ready and our issues then compounded other things. Again, my inadequacy was, again, family life. So then I brought that into, you know what, you're going to do me just like the person who's supposed to love me is going to do me. You're going to hurt me. So now I'm guarded. Now I'm not being as emotionally invested as I'm supposed to. Now I'm not reaching out like I'm supposed to. It's like a football player when somebody throwing the ball, but they see somebody else is around, they get alligator arms. They don't reach out as far as they need to get to it. You're going to miss the pass because you're scared about what could happen. Now, that person can miss. That person, you just get tackled. You know, something simple can happen. But I was going into it thinking that I'm going to get hurt. And then that person then responds to you like, he's not invested in me. So now I'm not going to because I don't see him actually giving full effort. Okay, cool. He pays some bills. Okay, cool. You know, he does this. But that emotional part, he's not putting into the relationship like it's supposed to be. So my inadequacies, I went in and then it caused issues with her.
So what was your inadequacy? I guess that's what I'm
Insecurity.
My insecurity, excuse me. My insecurity,
About showing your emotion.
yeah.
Okay.
And then the person kind of responds to that. If you're only going to give me part, why should I give you all?
Mm-hmm.
But what I don't hear in all of that is any conversation. So that's where communication comes in. Like if you're in vulnerability
Mhm.
of being able to say that, like, hey, this is how I feel, or either ask more questions. A lot of times somebody will say something and we immediately back off. We don't ask no more, oh, they don't want me in their business. I ain't gonna ask. No. If you're in relationship with that, why can't you ask them that question? You absolutely should be asking them that question. Are you okay? Why did you say that?
In my case,
Uh-huh.
questions in my past always went left. So again,
Right.
mine is coming
Again,
from
more
a
back
different
it, yeah.
situation. So I was always, I told y'all I always used to write when I was young, talks too much. You know what I mean? All that type of stuff. So I used to get in trouble for it.
Same,
So I
same.
learned that I needed to just kind of if I want to get along with people, to not
To not ask the
as
question.
much, to not be inquisitive, to not go and force issues and stuff like that, because
But
people don't
why
like
is
that.
not if our goal is to keep ourselves healthy
Mhm.
and to be able to, like, a lot of times when things happen, we say, if I had known, I never would have done it.
Mhm.
But we don't know because we didn't ask that question. When I'm asking a question every single time, I'm asking a question so that at least if it all blow up in my face, guess what? Now you lied because I literally asked you the question and
Mhm.
allowed you to tell me. Not to say that I would leave. I don't know what you
Right.
would have told me, that maybe I would have stuck with Bill, gave you some options, but you didn't tell me. So
But you
now
know what?
that you can't expect that same loyalty as if we had a conversation that never happened.
I agree
But
with you.
you,
100%.
but you know what? Even when you do ask the questions, some people have anxiety so bad because they don't know how to answer the question or really tell you that they won't say anything.
I
Or
get
they'll get upset, be like, why you keep asking me all these goddamn questions? What's all these 21 questions for? You know?
Well, my thing is about the intent of the question, right? If your intent of the question is not accusational, all right, because there's also tone, there's also so many other things. This is a thing for me personally. When people come to me with questions, are you asking because of knowledge, or are you asking because you're trying to be funny? Are you asking because you want to be argumentative? And you can, the intent of, when a motherfucker being facetious and they trying to, trying to be an asshole.
Yeah.
So, what's up with that blue sweatsuit, Nika?
Now you mean the green one?
No, she got a blue one on today.
Oh, it's just like the green one.
Yeah, she like the green. See, you weren't even in here to see it. Go ahead, you can't even see
I
it.
can't see it like that, you know.
Yeah. So, but if I'm asking that question, I'm trying to be funny. It's not because I want to
Right.
go buy it for nobody. It's not. It's because I've made jokes about it before.
Right.
Okay, same thing in that. You can tell for the most part when somebody's just trying to be an asshole, or, but then there's a certain tone and there's a certain just feeling where that's the 20% that comes in, where it's like, okay, I feel safe, even though you're asking the question. I know you're asking for the right reasons or
Right.
for knowledge,
Mhm.
and so
Well,
that was a difference.
that's why I'm speaking from um being genuine with the question. You know what I'm saying? Not with all the extra stuff. It be times where I done seen it from my own eyes, and I done experienced it where someone is genuinely asking a question, whether it's for understanding or whatever, and they get upset because you're asking those type of questions. And for me, it seems it's just a defense mechanism because you don't want to talk about it, you don't want to answer the question.
Or they just straight up lie and don't,
That's all.
and they're not honest.
Or some people don't take the answer when you give them because that's not the answer they wanted. I know everybody has been through that.
too.
They ask you a
Yeah.
question, right?
That
And
too.
then, nah, but what? But I
Yeah.
just answered. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I
Yeah.
just think, wait a minute, are you asking me what my answer is, or is it when you want me to answer a
Right.
certain way?
Right.
It's not the answer that they was hoping for, so they keep asking a question differently to get the answer that they want.
Yeah.
You
and it don't work.
The more that we recognize these triggers and things like triggers that you may have, triggers your partner may have,
Mhm.
I feel like that is what opens communication for you to say, okay, maybe he's being triggered right now. Not every time, but sometimes. And vice versa. Sometimes you got to recognize that maybe the way you handle things may have triggered your girl to think about things that had happened before. And if that's communication. And I feel like that's a little bit where we lack because that's what requires that vulnerability. That's what requires you to not be
Mm.
the baddest, to not be the
Mhm.
baddie in the room, for you not to be the OG in the room, for
Mhm.
you to say, hey, but if that's your partner, you should be able to do that. If that's truly your partner, to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I agree.
I wouldn't lose respect for my man because that's what we mean by he has to have a safe space.
Right.
The soft space is me, which means
Right.
he's not always going to look super masculine to me. He's going to have to be able to be vulnerable with me, and I not diminish him for being vulnerable.
Right.
But that takes relationship.
So I got a question for the guys when it comes to that, because we've had some conversation before about y'all not having that safe space when it comes to communicating with a woman or telling her how you feel or what's happening in your past or whatever. So do you all make a decision to not open up to your woman from the get-go, or do you try one time and then if she's not open to what you're saying, do you stop then?
for me
Yeah.
in the past, put my little toe.
Uh-oh.
You know what I mean? I touched my toe to the water, right? And then when the response will come sometime within a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Well, the first time it's brought up when you done got upset about something, because I'm gonna be real. All right, and I know all y'all know this. I could be an asshole. Okay, all right. It's kind of obvious how I am with podcast stuff like that. I could be an asshole. So
I never knew that.
there's gonna be
We never
times.
knew that.
There's gonna be times where things are gonna be contentious
Okay.
with me. It is what it is, and I don't have a problem arguing. I know Jimmy does. He don't like to argue and everything. I don't have
I
a
don't
fucking
believe
problem.
that
with it.
either.
You know what I mean? So cool.
Jimmy arguing is different.
Yeah.
Jimmy arguing is different. He argue, but
It's a
not
different
like,
type. It's
Yeah,
just,
no,
this is it. All right, we gone.
he gonna pull out that Liberty University. He gonna pull out that Bible.
God.
Okay, that's it.
God.
Okay, God said.
Ephesians 722. End the discussion. It's right here. God. Me, I'll go back and forth. But sometimes when it happens, person get a little upset. People go to ad hominem attacks or stuff like that, and it don't be got nothing to do with what we do. And the first time that happens, I just be like, all right, I'm done. Because then you want to bring up some or you was this or this happened, and like, bro, that ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about.
So y'all
Especially
give
if it's some
her a
emotional
chance.
vulnerability stuff. If I'm saying I felt this way and this really hurt my feelings and stuff like that, yada yada yada. If I can say that and it don't get brought back up, then I know you got a chance.
Right.
But if the first time you trying to be like on some, you go always getting your feelings or some shit like that. You're like, okay, all right, I see you one of them. All right. We going on to the next one.
I see why you were single for so long.
I'm
I see why your last girl left you. I see that. Yeah.
I'm beating it up and I'm getting the hell up out of there. So, you know.
I don't. I mean, for me, I don't have an issue with it.
You don't have an issue opening up and
No.
being vulnerable?
No.
But are you only doing that until you feel like she's either using it against you or,
Of
whatever
course.
or something? Okay.
Once it, like you say, once it come back,
Okay.
especially in the argument or out of anger, yeah, that's it. That's a wrap.
So usually if a man is vulnerable with his woman, he's tried it before.
Of course. I
And
believe so, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Time you try it, if it don't work, you just gonna throw your hands
No,
up and
I'm
you're
just
done.
saying, like you said, if what you gonna try, like you say, you tell in the water, see how hot it is. If it's too hot, you wait till it warm up, but you get feeling it. So you'll you'll do it. Your natural. The thing about it with men, we naturally want to be vulnerable with our women. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So when we do it, and like he said, once it comes back to us that the things that we gave you, that said to you in confidence and hoping that you will understand these things and help us with these things,
Mhm.
when you turn around and use it as a weapon,
Mhm.
then that trust
That's a low blow right there.
right, it's over with
Is
no
it a
more. You'll never
weapon,
get
or
it.
is it holding you accountable? as
No,
your
I'm
partner?
saying when you use it in anger,
It's a weapon.
it's a weapon.
It's
It's
a
a
it's a
weapon.
weapon.
Okay.
It's a weapon.
Be accountable
Y'all
for
need to be
something that I'm
slapped with
hold
your
on.
accountability.
No, listen. If I
With
tell
No,
you, like,
hold on. I want to say this. If
Yeah.
a man sit down and open up to a woman and be like, hey, I struggle with X, Y, and Z, this and that and the other. I'm really trying to work through it. I'm just letting you know. So it may be times where I might be X, Y, and Z, but I'm really trying to work through this. And then they get into an argument, a heated argument, and she bring it up like, oh, da 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 da. That's why you can't this and that and the other. That nigga gonna shut the fuck down.
I'll give you a good example.
But why
Okay.
can't the answer be y'all not gonna be?
Let me give you a good example.
Why can't that not be the answer?
I know a person, and I'm not gonna put their business out here. They ain't high rock, but they got a situation they deal with. Okay, with they little Johnson.
Gotcha.
Huh?
The Johnson.
Erectile dysfunction.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Gotcha.
ED,
Okay.
ED.
And when she got mad with him, it's okay while we good. They say it was okay while she was good. Everything was good. The first thing she blatted out to him when she was angry was that. And that broke him because it was like, okay, I confided in you. I told you this in confidence because I had never told nobody else this.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt safe with you
I
to
need to
tell
know what
you.
he did. I need to know what he
It
did.
doesn't
before I can
matter?
say she was wrong.
Doesn't-
Wow.
Yeah.
So basically you saying you have a revengeful
know.
spirit.
Listen, this is
You're gonna revenge.
relationship is not unconditional. A relationship is conditioned on that you are treating me in a way that I should be treated. So if you're treating me like crap, we have a condition. That's the only relationship that is conditional. That's the only familiar relationship that is conditional, is a partner. Because our relationship is conditional on how you treat me. So if you've been out here doing X, Y, Z, being mad, disrespectful, then why, and not holding my secret that I've told you, maybe I've been hurt. Maybe men
That
have
ain't
cheated
what he
on me in the
said.
past.
That's not the
That ain't
deal.
what he
That's not
said.
the issue.
Whatever my secret is,
That's not
Okay.
the issue
I need
though.
to know
But
what you
let's think about
did.
it.
You're going to
Yeah,
a super
one person
extreme
do
to
that.
make a
Right.
point. Though.
It's not.
You're going
That's not what the
I
issue.
just need to
Yeah.
know
So
what
you need to know what the argument is
I
first
need
and
to
why
know
she
what
brought
the-
it up.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
So
No, I don't think
So
something
basically
like
you
that should be ever brung up in a
So
situation.
basically what
Have
you're
you ever been
saying.
through that before with a man
So-
who has ED?
Listen.
Okay.
This
Yeah.
is my point. So
I'm
basically
telling
you're
you,
saying
okay.
Yeah.
so basically you're
I
saying
need to
there's
know
no safe
what-
space for a man with you.
Okay.
Because the moment that he steps out of your space of what you feel he should do, you're gonna blast his ass.
No.
Depending
Did
upon what he
blast me
did.
First.
No, it wasn't
Did
that.
he
That was
blast
not the
me
that was not
first,
that was
and
not
I
the issue.
blast him back.
That was
And
not
now he's using that as an
But listen,
excuse.
you could get mad in a
That's what I'm
relationship.
asking.
Listen, you can get mad in a relationship besides other things than cheat.
Yeah.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You don't have to
Listen,
get
I didn't
cheated
go
on to
cheat him.
get angry.
I gave him a low
Yeah.
blow and he can't take it. He can
No,
do it.
no. What you did was weaponize his feelings.
Why they become vulnerable, though.
But
Why
what
should
is-
I have to
what
take
is
a
the
low blow from
definition
my
of-
lady to
But
take it?
what is the what happened? Like, did she just come out her face and just say that?
No, Frankie, you can't do that. Frankie, you can't do that, Frankie.
You can't. What he's saying, you can't use that based off what he's saying. Because my whole thing was, are y'all vulnerable, or do y'all open up to women from the beginning?
Right.
And do you just allow? You know what I mean? Do you open up Do you open up to them from the beginning and give them a chance
to decide
to mess it? To pretty much mess it up.
Mm-hmm.
Or do you just not be vulnerable at all?
No, you're vulnerable to let them decide.
Some
If you're
men,
not being faithful, if you don't plan on being faithful, that is something you should be.
But
that's-
he's saying if
right.
they're vulnerable with a woman,
right.
he doesn't have to do anything. It's not going to the
It's not
extreme
right.
of what
well,
you're
cheating,
talking
right.
about.
It's not that I
He
cheated
don't
on
have
her
to do
make her mad.
anything.
Right.
He could just get mad about anything.
Right. Because I didn't
And
take
bring
the
it
trash
up.
out. Right. I didn't
Right.
take
Yeah,
Right.
it could be just a
Right.
regular
Right.
argument.
Yeah, you
Well,
right.
He's
you had-
saying when you get
right.
mad, period. Because
Period,
women
right.
do that.
When you
Women
get
do
mad.
that as soon as they don't like something he did or didn't
Right.
do.
okay.
Then here she
Maybe I
come
was
bringing
being
up.
more
That's why you
limited
can't
into
get your
what,
dick
like, I
up.
Yeah, you would
Okay.
take
You
Yeah.
understand? So this is
Yeah.
what we talking about.
Somebody got
Yeah.
triggered.
I'm
Not-
sorry.
not
No,
to
You
that
talked about
extreme.
triggers,
Not
and
to
you
that
said
extreme.
you've been
That's two
somebody who's
different
been
things.
I'm
been
sorry.
through it.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm just a woman that my mouth that I can be just as lethal as you.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let
Yeah,
me
so-
let me say it like this. Okay, let me say it like this. Yes, obviously you can. But
Well,
this
like,
this
yeah,
is
we
what's up.
see. What you say? Yeah, we can tell.
Okay. But this is the thing. There's levels to things. All right? It's
Yeah.
either it's levels to things. All right.
Okay.
That
My
should
bad.
not
What
come
would you
out
do?
unless that person has done something of that level to you. I ain't mad at you
Right.
for going tit
Get
for tat.
that.
I'm not
Yeah.
mad. You gonna get back. If he come in and he say that coochie smell like raw
You say,
garbage
well,
sewage stuff. I'm just saying. And then you be like, well, your shit don't get hard anyway, little soft dick ass nigga.
So
You know
what
what I'm saying?
difference do it make?
I'm
What
with you.
difference
Clap, clap, clap. I'm all for that. You feel me? But
Never fall.
But if y'all just in a general
happens is-
argument,
But in general, what happens is it'll be low level arguments. It'll be again, somebody
Okay.
didn't take out the trash,
Yeah.
or you didn't move or do something that I felt I should have gotten at this moment. You didn't buy me something, or vice versa with
Yeah.
the man, and then the other person will respond, and it'll go from 0 to 100 like too quick. Like
Oh, okay.
like that's my personal business, whatever that it is.
Yeah.
Like me, I'm a type of person. 92% of what I go through, I'll put out there. You know what I mean? So it's hard to really do that to me. But I got, I've had mommy issues, right? So for the longest, that was an easy trigger for me if somebody, and that has happened when I told what was going on. But then the person would, you only like that because what your mama did to you. Like every time something happened, it would always go back to the same thing. Like, girl, I painted my car a color that you didn't like. Like, what does that have to do with my mom? You know what I mean? But you just know it makes me upset and you want
Yeah.
to get around on me.
Right.
That is what we're
Right.
talking about. That's the
Yeah.
emotional manipulation
It
and
is.
that type of stuff that happens in
Okay.
these
And,
situations.
Yeah.
that's a part of
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna
what we're
believe,
saying,
I'm
the
gonna believe all
inadequacy.
men today. If that's what's happening, that's
Right.
what's happening.
But-
Okay, I-
inadequacy.
But men will do it too to
Right.
things
Yeah,
that you
for
guys
sure,
have,
for
like
sure.
that
Okay.
you know. You know what
I
I'm saying?
got you.
Or that you guys have going on. If you got some trigger, or they'll know what the last dude did, and they'll say stuff like, I know that's why he hit you because like that. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
stress, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
But are you serious? That's domestic violence, bro. You shouldn't be bringing that up
It
or talking
shouldn't
about it.
matter.
Even if you're not
Yeah.
going to do it, just bringing it up is a trigger to a lady a woman, whoever's has
Who's
been through
enjoyed
that. Anybody
Right.
who has been through that.
Right,
And that's
right.
a toxic relationship you don't need to be in anyway. If
Right.
both of y'all are poking,
Right.
trying
Right.
to see who can one up the other on the disrespect, because that's pretty much what it is.
Right,
So that's
right.
a situation you shouldn't even be in anyway.
first
That's when
Anyway.
that's when somebody
we're
get
not even
killed.
talking about that.
Yeah,
That's why I call you
something
Frank the
else.
Tank.
Yeah.
I'm
Right? That's
sorry.
why I call you
See,
Frank the
Bruce-
Tank.
In that
She,
frame,
I
I'm
can see
like,
she ruthless.
She put that armor on and
What?
just,
I'm talking about she gonna blow your ass out.
so you got a soft dick just off the
I
rip.
would
Just
not say
You
that.
take that
I would
damn
not
trash
say-
out.
Oh.
say that
Oh,
about taking out the
Jesus.
garbage.
Okay. All
Oh
right
my
now.
God.
Well,
I wash my disc, girl. Damn,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So yeah,
Clothes on the floor.
To your answer. To
Why
that,
you can't
what
fuck,
you're
nigga?
saying.
But if
Uh-huh.
you start thinking
Yeah.
you
Right.
can slide, baby, I'm gonna let it slide.
But why you gotta be the one that? Why you gotta be the one that pops the balloon though?
Yeah.
Why you gotta be the one that pops the balloon? You're supposed to be the one that fills it with air. That's
Confrontation.
literally what your job is supposed to be.
But that is my last when I'm at the end of my rope. When
You
I'm
get it
you
all
said
out.
when are you ready to go? When I do that, that means I'm done.
It's over
Like,
with.
I'm done. I'm
Oh,
done.
when you go low, that means you ready. You ready to go.
all
Respect is
options
gone.
are
That's
gone.
what-
The
that's what
door
it is.
is closed. Okay, when I do that.
Okay, I can get with that.
I did.
Bulldoze them and walk out this life.
Open flames.
Oh my God.
Well,
Okay, that's what it is.
yeah, but you know,
Ooh,
it's been time. Men have when you find a man that won't open up, it's because of something like that that happened a lot of times.
Okay.
How long can you use that to say something happened before you say that I trust my partner to try again?
Well, it's, I don't like, just like with the same thing about when do you know when to love? You don't, it's not a time on it. You know what I'm saying? It's just how you build that trust.
But some
with
of
the
y'all
next
do
one.
act like that. Like, oh, I
With
was
the
just
next
in a relationship 3 months. What does that have to?
Well,
Like, if we're building a relationship, what does that have to do with it?
Damn.
men are different. We I know EJ might not agree with me with this, but women emotionally are stronger when it comes from bouncing back from relationships. Once a man is hurt, it takes a while for him to get back into that mode, that feeling to want to go back and trust another woman. You guys, y'all will move on. You know what I'm saying? Y'all to shake it off. Y'all to have y'all minute. Like you say, you going out with a bang. You say everything that he ever told you and try to ruin his whole
I didn't say that. I
confidence
did
and
not
shit.
say
But
that.
you know, you know,
I did not say that.
but you gonna be okay. You gonna bounce back.
I'm
you gonna
just saying.
I
talk to
actually,
me
I
nice.
actually do agree.
That's
with
all
you
I'm
on that.
You agree
saying.
with that?
I actually do.
All
You know what
I'm
I'm
saying
saying?
is
So-
talk to me nice.
But
Talk to
right.
me nice every day.
So when do
Every
y'all
day.
move on quickly? So
They
is it
do
when you
move
not
on.
been hurt?
we don't move on quickly,
Yeah,
Y'all
y'all
do.
especially when
do.
you hurt.
Because then
Actual
No, that's what I'm
relationships
saying.
and
Right.
fucking
all
a
this
little
stuff
stuff
you
is
hear.
different. It's different.
Yeah, you hear about
Y'all
this
looking at-
relationship they just got out of.
you
3
looking at
months
somebody
ago.
fucking somebody. I mean, you move on to that damn at the same day you leave.
But nobody is doing that with you unless they think that you are working towards a relationship. So
That's
you're
not true.
doing
That's not true. That's not true.
right?
Women
So
are
you're being upfront and honest and saying, "Hey, I don't want you to be
A lot
my
of time they
girlfriend,
don't-
but
you
when
don't
go
even
home
have
with
to.
me," and
No.
how many of
a
them
lot
are
of time you don't
They
even
ain't
have to
doing
go
that.
to
They're
that
not
point.
doing that.
But a
Not
lot of
doing
time,
that, but women are delusional too.
but let's see, a lot
A
of
little
times
bit.
That's
but
true.
they wait. They weave the web for the delusion.
But that's when we gotta stop
Frankie.
ourselves though. We
Frank.
gotta
We
stop
do, but
ourselves.
I mean,
Frankie.
we're
We
talking
gotta
about the behaviors of
Frankie.
Yeah.
them. About
Come on.
they don't
Frankie.
move to be vocal that you don't move on
Frankie,
quick.
can you
need
hear
to
me,
say
Frankie?
that.
Frankie.
No.
Can you hear me?
what you-
No, she don't hear you. She don't hear you, Jay.
If you
Frankie.
talking this mess, no,
Frankie.
no.
Frankie, what happened?
What
Who hurt you, girl?
What
Oh,
happened?
Baby,
Lord.
I'm awake.
What happened?
I'm wide awake.
What
That's
happened?
nothing happened. I'm
What
just
happened
wide
to you?
awake now.
What'd he do?
Nothing. Nothing.
What is
Nothing
it?
that's not okay. Yeah. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
How long
But
ago
go
was it?
Wait.
First of all, I'm a man. Let's get that straight. Because that's the second time you
Oh,
called me boy
Lord.
today.
Well, the
Jesus.
fact that bothered you, that
Mhm.
bothers.
No. It doesn't bother me, but it
Okay.
obviously
A
A
bothers
lot
you.
of men don't like to be called boy. Not real men, anyway.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, to your
Oh,
comment
okay. Yeah.
about us
What I
moving
say?
on,
But I
Okay.
want to know, what did he do?
What? Nobody.
You ain't
What-
finna get that.
What
today.
was his name?
DJ, you ain't finna get that right now.
Uh-uh.
Not right now. Y'all gonna have to probably have an off the air.
He
There
cheated?
is nothing to have. There's literally nothing to have.
I mean,
it
I get what you're
someone's
saying,
in-
and
it's just
I'm woke
I've
too.
been a
I'm
different-
woke
yeah.
too, but
You woke to what?
I'm woke too because just like
And
she was
I'm
saying,
more woke than I was
she's
at
woke
40.
to
Yeah, I was
The
this
more
bullshit.
woke
whole
than I was at 30.
relationship,
I'm
pretty
more
yeah,
woke
pretty
than I
much
was
the
at
whole
20. I am awake.
relationship and
Yes,
being with
I'm
men,
awake.
and
But I'm gonna tell
we
y'all
look at it
guys something.
differently.
We
Women,
look at it
y'all see what you want to see, but men pretty much show their hand like right off.
I mean, yeah,
They do.
You're right. You're right.
Yes,
And
they
then a lot of
do.
time y'all will kind of tell yourself something that's not really there just because of whatever
Yes.
That is
self
Delulu
ambitions
is the
you
The
have.
solution.
delusion. That's the delusion.
show our hands right off. So
Yeah.
that's why I say with a lot of times you don't have to do no lying and all that.
How did he move
to
in
move
with
on.
you in 3 months?
Right.
How?
You don't have to lie
How?
because a lot of times
Yeah.
y'all get to a place where y'all are lonely and have been lonely too long, and then you'll settle. And then here comes the
Shit,
settler.
I ain't settled yet.
Curious. You gotta say it again for the
Here
girls
comes
in the back.
Maybe not you guys.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? We
I
ain't talking
know
about
what you're
nobody
saying.
here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We know y'all
But
woke.
that's why
But we
we're the way
talking
we
about
are.
how
'cause
women,
we're
right?
not-
I'm talking about wide awoke too.
So when y'all see a
I'm
man,
talking about wow.
when y'all see a man that seemed to peak, that he moved on, just like EJ was saying, I mean, fucking and the relationship is two different things.
But that's
You
not
see what
what
I'm
y'all lead with. That's not how you're approaching these women. And that's not how you're approaching
How-
them. You're not
how they
How
approaching
do you
them.
know that, Frankie?
You're not approach because because it wouldn't be all of the drama. It wouldn't be all of the turmoil.
But you
I am
just
single
said
and
that
I
they're
date and I
you just
date.
said that they're delulu. So you
But
said that.
they are a little delulu, but they're delulu because of not asking questions, not because y'all are presenting facts and they are looking at the facts and still choosing. There may be some, that may be a small population, but there are still a large enough population for us to discuss of men who are approaching women as if they are trying to pursue relationships. They are not. They're either in relationships with other women
Mhm.
or they're dating multiple women. And I mean, you don't have to tell her, but you also don't have to feed her a bunch of BS and make her feel like you can be honest and say, hey, I'm single. And a lot of women will be like, well, me too. And y'all can come to an understanding.
Well, you know why they
doesn't
doing that
involve
though. You know why they're doing it.
because they want to be physical with all these
Exactly.
women. Yeah.
So that's what we got to know. That's what we got to know.
So I mean,
What?
is
You
that
know
a
this.
What?
was that a bell ring or something that a man wants to have sex with you?
Yeah, I mean, because we
Did
know
you-
this
did you- did
already.
you-
We know
thank
they're gonna
you.
lie to us.
Like,
We
did you
know they're
just?
gonna
It
say
was almost
whatever
like
they
you
wanna
thought you just
say.
had a eureka moment or something. Like
Like they didn't understand that's where I was going with
you,
the story.
you have
because
sex.
exactly where I'm
Men
going.
want to have sex. I don't
Yeah,
I
that's
don't.
it.
Okay, but
Don't
you
get
can
that.
do
That's the
that
only
and
reason.
be honest. Because guess
No,
what?
why?
But some women, that's what they want too.
But the men, they don't do that. In reality, that's not what they
Right,
do.
that's what I'm saying. They
What
don't
I'm
do
what
that, but
I'm
they
saying
probably
is,
They
could.
should.
if
Because there
question
are women who live that lifestyle who
Right.
are okay with it, but there are some women who say, "No, I'm not okay with it." And
In
you
a
have to
perfect
respect
world,
that.
in a
For that.
perfect world, that would be great if a
If
man
men
would
did
just
that, but
say,
they don't.
I just want to sleep with you, and that's
then,
it. That's
and then
in a
the man
perfect
won't get
world.
none. He won't get none.
But yeah,
No,
they're
you don't get
not
what you want.
going
You can
to
get
do
some. You won't
that.
get
You ain't
what
gonna get none.
want.
But
You
they're
ain't gonna
not
get-
gonna
You
do
ain't gonna get the
that.
one you want, and we want the one we want.
Period.
Then do what you should do for that woman that you
Mm-mm.
want.
But
so
it works
bad.
out.
Why? Exactly. It worked with everybody else.
But it works out.
It worked with everybody else, but it ain't gonna work.
Nine
They
times
gonna
out of
try it on
10,
you too.
9 times out of 10, it works
Well,
out
until
Yeah,
we're
it
honest,
does.
I feel like we're always
because
gonna have a
women
divide.
seems to
There is gonna be a divide.
relinquish their
It's gonna be
power.
hard for us to ever. It's
Get
gonna be hard for
together.
us to come back together. It is. I mean, that's just it. It's gonna be hard. But
so when we're talking about honesty, right? How far does this honesty go?
They don't want honesty.
What do you mean?
bruh. They don't want honesty.
Women do not want honesty. They can't handle it.
How
Right,
far
they
does this
don't want
honesty
no
go?
damn honesty. That's a lie.
How far does it go?
They don't want that.
Because I
It
have
only
a-
goes
Sure.
as far as her delusion.
They don't want no honesty.
as far as her delusion,
As far as her fucking, if it's outside the delusion, then
Say
uh-uh.
as long as
They want
his
the
and
fantasy.
say this in a better way, because
Sell
I
the
don't want to feel
fantasy.
people, not you, but just
Mhm.
women watching this feel disrespected.
Yeah.
As long as the truth is close to your version of him that you want him to be, then you're fine with the truth. But once the
Right.
truth puts him outside of what
Mhm.
you feel or your personal alignments, that's when the problems come, right?
It's not
Mhm.
a problem because guess what? Maybe his truth being outside of my circle, what I can accept, maybe
Yeah.
that means that in week 2, in month 2, in month 6,
Mhm.
that we say, this is where this needs to end right here. Because apparently what you want, what I want, and that's the same, that doesn't mean you're wrong. It don't mean I'm wrong, but
Right.
they just don't align.
Right.
That's what alignment means. Is that
That's
you
true.
can't be with somebody who's at freak level 20 and they're at freak level 2 and you think it's just going to be
Right.
cherries and butterflies when y'all are, it's not.
So
Either you address that
speaking
or
of
it's
that,
going to be a problem.
like you said, so you say you want truth, correct?
Yeah.
So this imaginary person, we're gonna skip all the physical stuff, all that. That's easy, okay. But he matches all that. But he tells you though that he has a. I'm talking about like day one. I got a sex dungeon in my house. I got my own house, but I got a whole basement on some 40 Shades of Grey type stuff. You know what I'm saying? What is it?
I'm
What's
going.
it? 40 Shades of Grey. What is it?
50
50 Shades of Grey.
50 Shades
Yeah,
of Grey.
50 Shades of Grey.
But no, I'm talking about his how he looks and all of that works. But if he tells you that, or let's say, hey, even though I have this good job, right? I do not believe in being a primary financer to your way of life, lifestyle, yada yada. Okay. I vehemently do not believe in it. Now, I could do a 50-50 to a certain degree if we move to a new house together or something like that. But that's what I want.
See, already go.
Exactly. You feel
I'm
me?
out. I was gone when you said 50-50.
Go.
Exactly.
See, they checked out on you already.
You see what I'm
bro.
saying?
You
You see what I'm saying? That's exactly what I'm talking about.
The fact that we're even having that conversation.
It's about the truth. That's not it shouldn't be a problem because you talked
You
about
say you want
alignment
the truth.
yourself,
That's how a lot
right?
of men
But
think.
the
That's
moment
how a
that
lot
the
of men
alignment don't match, see how you got mad and you got upset. The moment that the alignment did not match yours,
Right.
then now it's a
But
problem.
Well, you
But
just
that's his
made a hell
own
of a point.
personal.
Okay, but is that a bad thing?
She
you
ready to throw his dick pics online.
You don't belong.
But you don't want the truth. You don't really want the truth.
That truth. If
I don't
that
think
is
so.
that is where you are,
Yeah,
and
that kind of truth is different. Now,
yeah,
we
that
do
is
kinda
a
want
that is
truth.
fundamental stuff. Like to me, the conversation for the man that I would want would be that, hey babe, I know you're used to this, you're used to that, that. This is what I provide. Are you okay? I want to be the primary care financer, or I want to be able to know I can take care of my family. But we're gonna have to cut back here. If I love that man, guess what? I'm gonna cut back, or I'm gonna come to him and say, "Well, babe, I got this. We can do this, and we can meet somewhere in the middle. So maybe we won't do what I was doing, and maybe we won't do what you were doing. But we're gonna meet somewhere in the middle, and we'll begin building." That's the conversation. And if the first conversation he has me is, "I did this, and I'm only doing," bye.
So that's more tone. That's not really what he's saying. My point is, I personally believe, let me get my foot in the door first. Then I can come in and start letting you know all this other shit that you're probably not gonna like. You know what I'm saying? Let me give you my positive quotes first and
right.
everything. You know what? He is highly intelligent. Okay, yeah, he da this, whatever. Let me give you the, and it's not my representative. It's not my representative, but it's the more positive aspect.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
But then I'm also gonna let you know. I'm gonna be letting you know at the beginning. Listen, always peaches and cream now. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be times we don't agree. I will argue back with you. So if you don't like no quote unquote sassy nigga, I'm not your dog. If you want to call me whatever you want to call me, but I will argue with your. You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean that's
he likes to debate.
but I'm like debate, and sometimes they do get a little heated.
Yeah.
So
Little
that gets
saucy.
come off as argument. So you know what I mean? Then a lot of women be like, I'll be like, you be on the internet going back and forth. Bitch, my bills paid. I can do what the fuck I want to.
So that was almost, y'all kind of went into it. That was almost the third topic, or are modern relationships suffering from entitlement from both sides? So
Yes,
you kind of hit into that with the truth thing, with the truth sermon.
Like, what do you mean
Okay.
by
That entitlement. Some people feel entitled, like you feel entitled that you want to have those conversations the way you want to have them. You see what I'm saying?
I need a couple bombs right there. Boom, 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 boom.
No, just no.
That's how you're framing it.
Right. That's how you want to have them how you want to have them. Not saying that they childish, not saying that they're adult, but it's just in the mindset that you feel that you need to have the clarity that you need in order to move forward.
Clarity.
Right. So it's a sense of
everything.
entitlement because you feel you deserve that much
deserve
of the
clarity.
conversation. So it's a feeling of
Yeah,
entitlement. So
I'm entitled.
But if you're just
Right.
meeting somebody, right? How you're not entitled to my personal business, and we don't have any link, any type of entanglement, anything like that. You're not necessarily entitled to know all of those things about me yet. You know what I mean? It's a growth. We walk ourselves through this. You know what I mean? We got to go out a couple of times. In order for me to earn your time, I need to be willing to pay for some things to even get you to that point to be around you in your space. You know what I mean? I'm earning that.
Take time to trust.
I'm not asking that
Okay.
all at the beginning on the first date. I'm not asking.
I'm not asking you to tell me your business. I'm asking you to be.
We keep going from a first date to a relationship.
Right.
We're talking about relationship, not us just meeting.
It's different.
We're not asking
Well,
all
so
that
we-
first date.
Because the second part of the
We're talking about
topic
your
was
relationship.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
how inadequate destroys the identity. So that's not on the first date.
Right.
Gotcha.
Right. It's
This
not.
is more actually over a period of time within a relationship.
Right.
So basically we passed the first date.
Mhm.
Right. Right.
until we're already into a relationship, making a decision on which way we gonna go because we didn't hit the crossroad. Every
Okay.
relationship hit a crossroad, right?
Right. Right.
So
Okay. So
we-
that's what you're talking about. You're already made it to the point where you've gone out a few times already, or are you saying these are questions you need to know off the rip?
No, after you, like, once you decide you're going to be in a relationship, I feel like I have a right to ask you certain questions.
you got a right to ask any question.
Any question.
Any question. Really, I feel you have the
Right,
right to
and
ask
you should
anything.
get a clear answer, even if it's not what you want to hear. It is
Right.
still
Right.
if you get the correct
That I
information
agree with. Yeah,
for me
definitely.
to make the decision.
Right.
Am I okay
Is
with
this
this
gonna
right
work?
now?
Yeah.
Is this gonna work for me? And if it's not gonna work for me, then I'm gonna say that. I'm
Right.
gonna say no. Like, hey,
I think that's the problem with women. Y'all don't ask enough questions.
Okay.
Y'all talk a lot,
yeah,
Okay.
Mm.
and
Yeah.
y'all give the blueprint to how a man can get the draws real easily.
That happens.
Because of the way
That
you
does
talk.
happen.
That happened.
And once
People
that
talking
blueprint
to them,
is
yes.
already
First
laid
date.
out, he's gonna follow it, get it, and then he
Right.
probably is on his way.
Right.
You don't need to be telling a man all
Right.
your trauma.
Right.
So y'all
You
don't ask
don't need
enough
to
questions.
do that, women. Stop doing that.
Yeah.
Stop telling them
How the
who
last
hurt
dude
you,
was,
who
and
did
this, that, and
this.
the
Yeah, please stop telling them that.
your baby daddy.
Right.
Child,
But
let me look in the camera. Stop.
ding, 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 ding.
but
Your life in peaches and cream and soft and nice and people treat you nice.
so you're going to
Okay.
so you're advocating lying.
No, you are acting what you are worth. You're acting
So
I
lying.
am worth being
So lying.
told the truth.
So
I am
is
worth
it-
what that person did.
Mhm.
That was not a definition of me. That was a definition of their lack of character, not my lack of being who I deserve to be. That's why they're not here anymore. You're here, and the way we're going to interact is that you should be respecting
So, question:
me.
do you think it is important to discuss previous relationships on a date?
What?
Should
Is it
you?
important?
Should you? Should you? Let's take the word important now. Should you discuss
On what
previous
day?
relationships on any date? Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, tenth. It doesn't matter. Does it? Is it? Should it?
Well, I
Is it a
think
good
that
idea
matters.
to discuss
Yeah.
previous
Dating,
relationships?
no, but
In
but
a relationship,
when you're getting
yeah.
into the relationship, you do need to know, because that will help you with knowing those standards, those boundaries that are going to be there, right? What
Yeah.
you're going to accept and what you're not going to accept. It's easy to give me stories to parallel. This is what happened to me. I am not accepting this anymore. You know what I mean? This is not something that I'm going to be cool with. You know what I'm saying?
But
So
you don't
I
have to
think
tell the story. You can name the trauma. You don't have to always tell the story. Name the trauma. Don't tell for what? For what?
Right.
Well, I
it
think
sounds very familiar about
giving a
something
story
else that we
behind
were saying earlier.
Why?
The why doesn't
why.
fucking matter. That's
Right, the
exactly
why.
what I be saying. But when you want it to matter, it
It
matters.
matters.
The why almost never
The why
matters.
you
That's my
cheated on
point
me.
of the whole night.
And that's
The
another
why you
word that we
cheated on
have.
me does
Entitlement.
matter. The why I am funny about men cheating on me, that doesn't matter. He cheated on me. A man cheated on me. I trusted him. He broke my trust.
The thing
I
about
have
it
a little problem.
with
I
me,
need you to know that. That's
If I-
all you need to know.
if I'm on a date with you, I really
Why did
don't
he
want to
cheat on
hear
you?
about your ex. I don't want to hear about
We don't
your
wanna
ex
talk about that.
experience. I don't want to hear about the hurt you
We're
went
not
through with
going
them.
in depth.
Even
not
if,
going
even
in
even
depth.
within the relationship, even within the relationship, I don't care. I don't want to hear about what he did. I don't care.
I
don't
think
want none of that.
I don't think any man or woman should be bringing up their ex and on a
Period.
date.
Period.
You shouldn't even be bringing that up.
Dating phase, even after the dating phase, once you guys decide that you're gonna be a couple, I don't want to hear about what he did to you.
And I'm trying to remember. I want to say women are the ones that bring that question up.
I
I'm
think
trying to
I think
remember
they do.
a
yeah.
man that has
Has
asked,
brought
well,
that up.
what
Never.
happened in your last
Yeah.
what
Well,
happened in your
no,
last
they do.
relationship?
They do.
Wait a
Wait,
minute.
some men do because I done had some guys ask me.
Well, yeah. Why are you single? Yeah.
Yeah, because we also want to know. First of all, the reason why I used to ask that question is nobody ever takes accountability for their part in the relationship when it comes to this one I'm gonna do this. Women, y'all never take any responsibility for the issues that you guys had in the relationship. First thing you want to say, a nigga cheated, he was a narcissist, or some shit like that. It's always the nigga fault. Every last one of them. So you had
Both is
10
kinda
niggas,
true.
right? And all 10 of them, they was wrong. What's the percentages? Them, they was all wrong, and you ain't do a goddamn thing. Come on now. When you are the one constant in every last one of those, we don't talk about that though. But see, if when the person can tell me, you know what, even though this happened, this is what I did too, that lets me know we can possibly have a relationship because you're willing to acknowledge your issues, right? And that means you will most likely be willing to pay attention to your issues in your next relationship, or you have done the work to know that you ain't fucking perfect.
So what's the question to get
So,
that
yeah.
answer? So the question
Instead of-
isn't why are you single?
Thank you.
So that could be. That could literally
Not
be. That could literally be. it.
necessarily.
This
No,
is my
you want to
thing.
know what did you
My
learn?
thing
Yeah,
is-
that's the same thing
that-
like
Let me
about the
tell you,
last
I
relationship.
don't
What
ask
happened in
that
your last relationship?
Not
because
what
I
happened,
know
but what do you take
the
accountability
more
for?
Right.
I don't
right.
ask that because I know the more I be around you, I'm gonna find out why you single. It's gonna show.
Only
Dang.
if you don't like it.
No,
Because
it's gonna.
you
I
might,
mean,
you know, she may have been single because every other man was like, I can't take this lady.
But
She
listen.
do too much. She did that.
I ain't
but
saying
there
that.
is somebody for
I ain't saying it's a
everybody.
bad thing,
Mhm.
but I can find out why you're single just by observing, listening, and asking
Yeah.
the right questions. I don't.
So
have
it could
to
be
ask-
any reason why
It
we're
could-
single.
It could just be
Right.
It could
that
be
every
any
man
reason
is
why
not
we're
willing
single.
to do
It could be.
not
Because
willing
we
to step
choose
up.
to be.
Right.
It could be because we
that your
choose to be.
discernment is so great
Yeah.
that you can pick out them scum buckets
Right.
and that you had not came across one. Or
Right.
it could be that you are really just fucked up.
Or it could be that
It
you're
could be-
very good at identifying when something's wrong. and
That's what I
saying,
said.
Yeah, that's what he
That's
said.
He just said. He just said.
That was the first
Yeah.
thing.
That's
Yeah.
what he said about our
It's only
Something
two. It's only two reasons
Yeah.
you're single.
Yeah.
It's only two reasons. It's
I-
not that
Not just
complicated to
discernment,
go.
also walking away. Because a lot of
Well,
people
that's
know
part of your
there's a
discernment.
problem. Yeah, some
That's
people
part of your
have,
discernment,
some people see it, but they don't act.
right?
And
Yeah.
I feel like, you have to
Yeah.
act. You can't just know, because a lot of women know
Yeah.
that they're in relationships that might not be
Right,
the greatest, and they still choose.
They
stay.
choose to stay.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And a lot of
For sure.
times that is because they discernment is not great. Because when your discernment discerns something, you're not going to be comfortable in that situation that you fight against. When your spirit is not comfortable, you're not comfortable. Do you agree?
I agree with
You
that.
might not be comfortable, but you might stay because he's paying the bills, and you just what they said
Well,
earlier.
that-
he paying
And
the
it ain't
bills,
gonna
he
matter.
paying
Our
the bills.
discernment is not
Yeah,
gonna
that's
allow
not
us
gonna
to stay
matter.
in that situation
If
though,
you-
even if he's paying
If
the
you
bills.
have
or
right,
not.
because some women don't have
Mhm.
discernment. They have
Yeah,
agendas.
we're not gonna care.
See that woman you talking about? That's a woman with an agenda.
Yeah, that's true.
So she don't operate in
That's
discernment.
true.
The
But
women that operate in discernment are not going to be in a
I
situation
guess.
Nope.
that is not conclusive to what her standards are,
Nope.
regardless.
Mhm.
It's not.
Regardless.
It's not.
I want to get back to the fact that
How many women do you feel
Sometimes
go
it
through
be
things
y'all
and say,
issues.
I knew.
It's a lot of them that do it.
Yeah.
It's the same
Men
thing as
do
red
too.
flags.
Right.
We look over red flags all the time.
all the time.
We
wanna
do
get
it
back
More
to?
more
What
than
we
men
wanna get
do.
back to?
More than men do. We do.
Yeah. What we talking
I
about?
want to get back to how we skipped over that real quick. A lot of
Right.
times, though, again, when you ask those questions, it's always the other person did something. Every last relationship that you've been in, the
Always.
percentages of that happening is very, very slim. But you ain't did nothing. Every dude, you know what I'm saying? I do the same thing with guys. I'll be like, okay, bro, what you did? Okay, bro, what did you do? Because you coming to me about all this stuff about
Right.
what do you do?
What do
You know what I mean? And it'd be so hard. People don't ever want to answer that question. You know what I'm saying? Like you said about in the mirror. Don't nobody want to get in the mirror and see. You know,
Mhm.
cool. Yes, he might have cheated. Yes, she might have cheated. Okay, cool. I'm not agreeing with it. I'm not saying it. Da, 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 da. But you ain't talk about how you made that woman life hell every time you came in that door. You ain't talk
Right.
about how you hit on her. You didn't talk about how you belittle her all the time. You didn't talk about how you didn't make an emotional safe space for her
How you
where
gonna-
she couldn't come to
how
you.
you
She
would
never
cheat.
felt safe.
That's
You know what I'm
right.
saying? All these different reasons and things, but we will always talk about
How
the end result,
selfish.
but we never talk about the cause. We
Right.
only want to focus on the effect because the effect hurts us, but we never talk about the root cause. And a lot of times the cause is very uncomfortable because we are not, I tell this all the time, the number 5. Everybody get mad and upset with me. If somebody tells me I'm a 5 and something, I'm not mad because the 5 on the scale of 1 to 10 is average. That's what average actually is, a 5. It's not 7 like you think when you feel like it's cool. It's more of 5. So if somebody tells you you do something and you're a 5, but oh, it's hard. It's hard. We did that before. I asked people the question, how do you feel your intelligence level? How do you feel on this? It's rare somebody gonna say a number less than 7.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
because we won't be honest with
Based on
ourselves.
what? Yeah, but smart on what? You know what you know.
Because again, if Albert Einstein is a 10, you're not an 8. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be real. You know what I mean? Let's just be
have to know who Albert Einstein is.
okay.
Your Albert Einstein might be
Hey.
thinking little. I mean,
Okay. You're exactly right.
I don't
Everybody
know.
Albert Einstein.
I'm just saying.
ain't the
Okay, I might do
same.
podcasts and talk a lot, but you know what I'm saying? I can't orate the
I
way
might
that
be
Martin Luther
Albert
King does.
Einstein,
You know what I
and
mean?
might-
Like,
baby,
You ain't
in
gonna grab the crowd.
if,
Like,
if he
Right.
represents a 10 in that,
Right.
I can't say I'm a 9.5. You
Right.
feel me? Like,
I got
that's
you.
all I'm saying.
I
Right.
get you. I get you. I'm making
But
Yeah.
but we never worry about what we did. It's always what they did, what they did, what they did, what they did. And if I see
Right.
that early on,
Mhm.
to me, that's a big red flag because you're never gonna
Major.
take any accountability. And I'm talking about men and women. I don't even want homeboys around me that will never admit that they did anything wrong.
But
I
feel
can't hang with you.
Sometimes it's the question. Because if you ask somebody what happened, well, what happened is what happened to me. And what happened to me is what the other person did. So that's the question you ask. That's why I like the question of what do you feel you did that attributed to the end of your last relationship?
Right.
Asking better questions. Absolutely. I guess that's the journalist in me. I'm always trying to get to
Ask the right questions.
yeah, you have to ask the right questions.
I don't
because-
think it's to ask the right questions in this
because that's
situation.
our human nature to say somebody did something. That's my perspective.
Yeah, but that's a flaw in us. Okay,
is,
because when you ask that is a general question that considers all sides. What
Mhm.
happened, not what happened to you. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
if I
But you
wanna
look
tell
at
you
it
my
from just your
business on my
perspective.
first day. I'm not telling you my business, so I'm gonna tell you the high level what happened to me.
But they say that
Because that's your representative.
They say that women that date lie the most. Most date women lie the most.
What?
What? I
Yeah.
beg your pardon.
Women,
Most
I think I'm
dating
not-
women lie.
they
the
lie the most because they
What about
give
the
you a
men?
version of them
They
Selves
6'1" and they
that
5'10"
really
and
who's
you
not
get on
them.
a date.
because they know if they show their true self, most of the time the man gone.
They say that
Well,
they
I
have-
can't speak. I can't speak for everybody else.
Yeah.
I think men lie just as much. Dating men lie just as much. If you've been on Facebook dating, if you have been on Match.com, men lie at the exact same rate.
Hell, men lie when they not in a relationship, all the way around.
What is wrong with you?
Okay,
You don't have
just
kids.
answer
you got
this question.
six-
So what lies have you heard personally?
that you don't have kids and they
Okay.
have kids.
Damn,
that
they
they're
lie
not
about
married.
that.
Yes.
Hell
they-
yeah.
That's a
And they
dumbass
haven't
lie.
gotten a divorce. There's nothing on paper that you're married, sir. You may be separated. I don't care. But if we went to get a marriage license, we would have to go get a lawyer first. because
Do you plan on
were
getting married?
born.
Would you get married in the next 90 days?
I don't
To
care.
anybody, I'm
This
asking you a
is your
question. Can you please
truth.
answer it?
This is-
I'm
what
just
is-
I'm just
what is
asking you a question.
lie and what is the
Can you
truth?
answer the question, please?
It doesn't
Would you
matter.
get married
That's
in
not
90
the
days to
question. The
anybody?
question is,
Anybody
are
that you know.
married,
Would you
sir?
get married to 90 days to a person that this is your first time? Yes or no?
Are you married?
That's
That's all.
That's why you don't want to
very
answer the
simple
question. That's why you don't want to answer the question. So we can make a reasonable assumption that the answer is no. So if the answer is no,
Okay, then I may say, okay, well, you know what? Go handle that. And when you get yourself together,
she ain't want to let
come
me
back and
finish.
talk to me.
She ain't want to let me finish.
Oh,
But I
right.
got you.
What would
Yeah,
you
I don't
say?
like
I'm
We
that. I
already-
ain't
we
telling
already-
him
we
to
already got
talk to me.
We already got it.
'Cause that's putting it in his. I said, yeah.
He shouldn't
I
do
ain't
that
telling
I mean, he
him
shouldn't
to
do that
come
anyway.
talk to me.
Well, I mean, if he wants to pursue something, let's pursue something after you finish with you. You need to handle your business.
Oh, that makes
And
that
then
makes
let's
sense.
then let's pursue
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not being mean, but like that's my boundary.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
for me,
yeah.
so but if you're not truthful with me, you didn't give me the choice.
You right
I
about
get
I
that.
tell you that.
You got
Right.
a point. You got a
Yep.
valid point about
That's
that.
true.
No doubt about that. You are correct.
true.
You
But
didn't
I
get
do
the truth.
want to say though,
Uh-huh.
even though you're right, But the context, which is what you're asking for anything else that we've been talking about today, you want added context, right? The added context is, does it
It
matter
feels
as much?
rude.
Because if you're not gonna get married to a nigga in 90 days anyway, he got time to go do it and file the paperwork, do what he got to do anyway.
You got a
Just being real.
point.
I'm just saying.
That's if he go do it, but who's to say he gonna go do it? 'Cause
Gotcha.
We're not at a point where you. That means that whenever that could be 90 days
got a
down the road
point.
where you even decide to even begin on the search of figuring. No, sir, I don't have time for this.
You got a
go
point.
ahead.
My thing is why that paperwork ain't filed.
I gotta
My
get.
question gonna be
Yeah, I gotta get her. I wanted to hang it up with you.
I know that's right. Don't do it
I
for me.
want.
because why that paperwork ain't filed and you out here dating.
I tried to hang it up with you, but she.
They
she
shouldn't be
walked out.
dating anyway.
You
All
shouldn't
I'm
be
saying
dating
is
no
he's
way.
always asking why, and why don't matter for the most part. It don't matter.
I remember I was talking to this guy on Facebook Day. He called me, and I'm a big proponent of online dating. Let me say that because I don't like to date people in my orbit. I don't like to date people I work with. I don't like to date people.
I'm with you on that.
It's messy.
I like that. I respect that. That's what's up.
I'm with you on that. I don't date nobody that I work with.
Yes,
Right.
everybody I date. And I met some nice guys. It just didn't work out. Like there's a lot of nice guys who are also looking to date. Never had a problem with that. But I've also met some of the men on the journey who are doing things that it's like, bro, get yourself together. If you don't have a job, you just got
They on the
laid
date
off.
now with no
You
job.
Yeah,
Damn.
you
Well,
doing
I'll
this.
be.
Your baby mama, y'all in the middle of stuff. Boy, go on.
I
What do
know
you
that's
wanna bring
right.
me into
Well,
this
I'll
for?
be.
I know
Yeah,
that's
like,
right.
bro, come on. It's too many men out here who don't have all that drama going on for me to even waste my time
Right.
listening
Yeah.
to you.
I
with
agree.
all this.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely. Definitely.
I got my
Agree
own
with that.
problems.
Definitely.
I got my
I
own stuff.
definitely
to
I agree with that.
You heard it, gentlemen. You heard her.
If
Get
you
yourself
don't have a
together.
job, stay your ass
Why are
off
you
the date
dating?
now.
Yeah, you
Well,
shouldn't
I
be
can't
dating.
take you out right now. Then, bro,
They're
go
talking
get
about your
your
mama
life.
live with
Go
you.
get your car fixed. Go get your stuff. Come on now.
Talking about your mama live with you and you 64.
Boy,
Right.
Man, look,
Bye.
man. Look, man.
Y'all let me know when y'all want me back.
No, I can't.
Okay.
Now, also keep in
I ride
mind
with
that
you on that.
I'm going to be 50 in a couple of weeks, and I am still single.
All right.
However, it's not because no one has ever asked. It's not because it's nothing like that. It's just why I'm not tying myself up with a bunch of foolishness. That's too much trouble. Getting a lawyer, getting divorced. You just showed me before what's going to happen. Why?
Amen. Amen.
What's
Get
finna
yourself
happen?
together.
What's finna happen?
That you're not ready. That's what's happening. And I can keep pushing you down the aisle. I can invite my friends to a wedding and we can have a bridal shower and I can put on the dress. Baby, I'll go have a photo shoot. I'll be in Daphne bridal show and put on a wedding dress. I don't need you to put on a wedding. I'll go on Saturday with my friends
Just
and
do
try on wedding dresses and have
Courthouse.
That's what I want to do.
To the courthouse.
it. In the courthouse.
No, you're not gonna treat me bad because I want something. I want a diamond. I just want to. We go and do everything else we want to do, don't we? You drive the car you want to drive.
Right.
No,
Guy,
I don't. I don't.
Guy, you got
I don't make
stuff
enough
that you
money to
like?
drive the car I want to drive right now,
Oh,
but I
Lord.
get your point.
Yes. Guy,
Yeah.
is your hair blonde the way you like it? Yes. You figure out everything that you want to
Yeah.
do on your own. Like,
Yeah.
decenter him and find the one that's for you, and there's somebody for everybody. I believe that. You found your person. You found your person.
Amen.
Right.
Man, I had to I had
You
to
had
wade
to
in
go
the
through
waters,
So-
baby.
so you went through the
I was
fire
wading in the
field.
waters.
You went through the swamp.
I'm single as well. I'm
Okay.
51
I
and
was
still
gonna say,
single
but
now.
it's
But she
like,
done been
do you
Damn.
have time to fool with a man for
Let's
3
say,
or 4 years?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
What?
Damn.
What? What?
You don't look it.
Damn.
You don't look at that.
Y'all are 100 years old.
Baby.
Half
Together?
100.
150.
Half,
Baby,
we have
aging
100
like
apiece.
fine
We have
wine.
We are
100.
150.
Damn, y'all 100.
All three of us.
Oh, all
Oh,
three
all
of us.
three of us.
Y'all some old ass niggas in here,
I'm
but
finna be
good.
50.
Wisdom.
On
Like,
Tuesday.
there's so much wisdom in the room. Like,
You take my baby ass on somewhere. Then.
yeah. That's why I don't know why you be trying to argue with
Say
us.
why he even talking. They say, why he even talking so much? He should really be talking. He should be
Now,
listening.
all that means is I'm accumulated all at a quicker rate.
You
That's
have.
all that it means, baby.
Oh my God.
11 years ahead of schedule, baby.
Hey.
Where you gonna be in 10 years? Your perspective.
Hopefully not dead.
You won't be.
Good.
You won't be,
Thank you.
bro.
Put that
You
on me.
won't be.
Thank you. I'll take that
You
right
gotta
there.
put that out there.
Ooh,
You
You
gotta put
will
that out
not
there.
be.
Yeah, man. I want to give a shout out to my boy Nick Bradley, R.I.P. Nick Bradley. He one of my classmates. He just
Alright.
passed away.
Oh, okay.
Cancer.
Is that your barber?
Nah, he a truck driver.
Oh, okay. My
Uh,
condolences.
I meant to give it to him earlier in the show, man. I be kind of having so much going on in the beginning in my mind, trying to get everything right till I forgot. But I definitely didn't want to go through this show without giving him a shout out to him and his family.
I love
Right.
it. I think we had a
Condolences.
great conversation.
It was
We
great.
did.
And this was a great
We
show
did.
to
It was great.
dedicate. this.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
We
so
did.
shout out to his family, man. God bless y'all and keep y'all and heal y'all in y'all trying times. I definitely understand what you guys are going through. And God be with you.
I've got a quick announcement I need to make.
Blessing.
Today is the year anniversary of my surgery. Well, tomorrow is the year anniversary of my surgery that I had.
Your
So,
surgery?
All
stomach
right.
surgery, weight
Yeah.
loss. So,
I'm
Good
your
job.
sleep sister.
all right.
All right.
I'm doing 130,
Wow.
130
Man, that's a
since
whole
surgery.
Wow.
bro.
That's
That's
a
major.
person.
That's good.
That's
That's
major.
good,
That's
EJ.
major.
That's a
And I
lot.
can you after the show because I want to get down to.
Don't you feel good?
Listen,
Let's talk about it.
Oh Lord,
Hold on,
what?
just give us 5 minutes to talk about this, please.
man, this is the
energy
top
level,
three
the
decisions.
energy
Okay.
level, bro.
This is the top three decisions I've ever made in my life.
Period.
So,
Period.
Having my first child, getting married,
Mhm.
this right here
and this right here.
is top three decisions I ever made in my life, man. And
All right.
I've got
That's
way more energy
you
for
say
everything
100
in life.
You say 180.
Total pounds, 130 in the with surgical. I lost
That's not
40
just a whole
something.
nother- That's a
person.
person.
Mm.
That's a whole person.
I was
180.
376
That's like walking around
pounds, and
like
now
that.
I'm 195.
I'm gonna tell you who is
Period.
happy. Your
195. Shit, I'm right behind your
heart
ass.
is happy.
Mhm.
I guarantee you that.
I know your wife happy too. 'Cause
Uh-oh.
you-
Okay, so,
What
you know,
is it?
Hey, so that stomach ain't in
You
the
know
way.
what I'm
Oh
saying?
Lord.
So you know,
God.
in the group chat, right? You know what I'm saying?
Climbing mountains is a hard job.
Well,
okay?
well, first of all, I'm really strong, so she ain't never have to climb the mountain. I could pick her up and put her on it. You feel me? But, but what I will say is, so we was in the group chat, right? And we got to talk about some stuff that was in there. And so I sent some, today. So and she was there with me when I was sending them the stuff and everything. And I was like, all right. So I sent 3 positions into thing, right? And
you didn't see it.
No, I didn't.
3 sexual positions.
Okay.
Oh
And-
yeah.
Sky started that.
Yeah.
And
Oh my
You
God.
definitely again. I'm gonna say you definitely
So-
started that. Jay.
what it was when she was like, yeah, I like that one now more because it's less stomach in the way. You know what I'm
That's all I'm
saying?
saying.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
And you know what I'm saying?
That's all I'm
That
saying.
one. But you know,
Okay.
them core 3 or 4 was always strong though, baby girl. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody
Just
was
saying.
disputing she
But-
was with you.
It's just
Nobody
more
was
improved.
disputing it. You
But there's
was
some
bad.
older ones now, them Spider-Mans and the wheelbarrows now, but easier to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That Spider Man.
Unless it's another
Yeah.
leg down there, that Spider-Man get away.
That wheel,
Spider-Man.
yeah.
I
Just
don't even wanna-
just Google it. Come Social
No.
Books.
All she
I'm
gotta do
not.
is just go in the chat. She in the
I'm
That's
chat.
all in the chat.
It's
Yeah,
in the
I'm
chat.
not. I'm not. Go ahead.
Chat.
So yeah, but stamina for life is the main thing. You know,
Yeah.
just being able to go do different things.
Look, boy, listen, I wish we could do a replay. When you said stamina,
Uh,
the girl over there in the blue locked in.
oh, the eyes.
Yeah.
But now I'm able to jog because now I'm able to jog. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm training for a 5K.
Hey, when she heard that stamina, that's you already know.
Yeah, understood.
You already-
Well, you causing attention to it makes it even weirder. But anyway, you know. But
I'm just saying,
the point.
she liked the word stamina.
Yeah. So obviously we know what you be looking for.
Right.
So hey, if you're a
That's-
minute
that's
man,
all
don't holler at Nika because she ain't. I
No,
mean,
if
damn,
you're
Coco, my bad.
overweight, look at getting that under control because you might
Yeah.
be for Nika, but you need to get your weight under control and go
Yeah.
to the doctor.
Hey,
No comment.
Understood.
No comment on that.
all righty.
Hey, big niggas, we still winning up in here though. You know what I'm saying?
Still
Just get that
winning.
heart health. Try to
I
drop some of
like-
that stomach
I
down.
like
You know.
some big
I
guys.
like a
Like I'm
big
not
guy.
tripping
Yeah,
about big
I just want
guys.
us to be healthy, but I do like big
But
guys.
it's just certain things that still gonna have to happen.
Right, and you don't want to. I'm not
Even though
like
you big.
what I said the other night. I'm not a nurse with a purse
Right.
because that's what some of these men they have lived unhealthily. They are
Mm.
sickly, have ED and all these
Good
other
God Almighty.
issues. And
Boys.
then once you come
Exactly.
after you've been working and with your retirement, they want to come sit up in your house and you help
I'm gonna get
them
in
and
trouble
you feeding
tonight.
them.
I
And
can't
All right,
listen,
sit
I'm
down.
not a nurse with a purse, honey.
Mm.
I need you to be healthy.
Well, this has been a
Mm.
great
Please.
show. We have
Please and thank you.
we have
I need a monk with a donk though. That's what I
monk with a
need.
donk.
I need a monk
Listen,
with a
we can
donk.
work on that, but I mean,
monk
you
with a
got to be healthy first. We both got to be here first, so we can work on it.
Yeah, we do.
a cut with a butt.
Cause it
What?
ain't
That
no
is wild.
telling.
That's fine.
It ain't no telling. Gotta be ready.
But this has been a great
Is
show.
it?
It's been
been
a
real
great
good.
conversation.
It's been good.
Yeah,
Uh,
this is good. This a good one.
We didn't get really no comments, so I guess everybody was coming in was just listening.
Yeah. Yeah,
But,
they ain't hardly say nothing.
They could in
Don't worry, they're
closing.
gonna get all our clips.
So anybody got any closing they want to close out with? Some last thought.
Thank you for listening. Bye.
Thank you for having me. Bye.
All right, Sky.
Well, y'all go follow me on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram at 3 Shades of Black Custom Creations, and let us make something for you.
All right.
That's right. Follow me at So Effing Dope. I need to get my followers. I'm going for 50K by my 50.
Where you at now?
Don't even talk about it.
Okay.
Just come and
I
follow
got
me.
you. I got
Just
you.
follow.
I
That's
got you.
it.
I got you.
You're right.
We need some
Let's not
followers
bring
on our
all that
YouTube.
Yeah, we
page.
do.
Our
We need
YouTube
some.
struggling.
We need some followers.
Coco, you got anything you want?
No, just want to thank everybody. It's good seeing everybody. You know, our schedules have been a little off the past few weeks. So I'm glad we were able to get it in today. I'm glad for our new show we're doing on Fridays now.
Full throttle, baby.
Trying to get
Yes,
that
sir.
in. Looking for some
I
good
have
things.
I must have missed that in the chat too.
No, but I'm just saying full throttle,
Oh, wow.
baby. We
Yeah.
going full throttle here.
Yep.
This
Yep.
Oh
year.
yeah, the We Hate
Everything
Men,
looking good.
the We Hate Men
Yeah.
episodes y'all be doing on Friday.
That is not a
That is
you hate
not what
me.
this
and-
is.
Oh, y'all showed y'all asses.
Put me on.
So hold on. Now, would nobody else never be Frankie? and
Yeah,
Denise?
you talking about that past Friday? It was
Coco was
Jeanette.
on.
I mean,
Denise.
Janice was on here.
That's what we talking about.
That's what you talking about. The past Friday. This past
Yeah,
You
yeah.
showed that ass, guy.
What's the lady name you had on there?
Oh, Denise.
Denise was wild.
That's my dog right there.
She has
Cut
some
her
Well,
slack.
she showed out. No, she showed out.
Cut her slack. That's my dog right there.
Hey
She was
Maurice.
fine.
Hey, what's up with you? You
Yeah.
coming on late here, but
What
thank
up,
you for
Mo
coming
guy?
on anyway.
But
You
yeah,
got to shut it down.
yeah. So we launching that thing Friday. We're gonna do.
Mhm.
We ain't got a set Friday. We just gonna come on Friday.
just gonna
Whenever
come when we
Friday,
can.
We all get
Yeah.
together. So we definitely going this Friday again.
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
third Friday in a row. It's Friday, so we wilding out.
Ain't
on
no
Friday.
telling what we gonna be talking
Right.
about on
So
Friday.
it is what it is on Friday. So
How much y'all hate, man?
So we showed our ass Friday that the mission was accomplished.
But don't worry, you have some defense over here.
Yeah, I was able to catch some of it before we had went on Friday.
Well represented.
Yeah.
Hey, I thought I did pretty good. Held it down. Y'all
You was trying, but you needed a little backup because they was getting on your ass.
And you can't get a word in edgewise when you always get in
Yeah,
there.
you needed a little backup.
I need
I
some backup.
always need
Listen,
backup. Always
just
need.
how the first topic, why you hate me,
Why you hate
and
me?
then so they can just get it all out, so you can actually get to some stuff.
What?
Because every topic evolves into something that a man done did wrong, or the reason why they hate him, or he cheated, or he did. It's always the man's fault.
Yeah.
But did
Got
we
you.
lie?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
did we lie?
Oh, it was a lot. It was a whole hell of a lot of lying on there.
There
You know
was
what I'm
a-
saying?
it was-
But
Yeah, it was a lot. It was some things
still
I
love
was
it.
like, hold up now.
I definitely don't hate men. So that
I do not hate
I would.
men.
Yeah.
It's-
And I
That
feel like
wasn't
as
good
a whole,
question.
black
I
women
don't
do
have
not
an
hate men. We're constantly covering our black men. Constantly. Constantly.
I love
We
y'all.
read,
Talk to y'all later.
testing, we voted.
I thought we were gonna tell the truth in the mirror.
We are.
Hey,
Peace out,
But
y'all.
look, thank everybody for joining us tonight. Everybody that chimed in with us, we appreciate you guys. Like I say, next Friday we will be back on the air at 7 p.m., maybe 8. You know, we do BP time, Black people time. We gonna get enough between them. If we gonna get enough. But like I say, follow us on our YouTube page at the @ in the mirror podcast. Also, we need more subscribers to that page and definitely more followers to the Facebook page. We also is on Twitter at In the Mirror Podcast, also and Twitch. So get with us on those pages as well. And shout out to Hot Seat. Hot Seat. You know what? We didn't even brag on the Hot Seat like we should have bragged on the Hot Seat. I'm gonna give a minute of the Hot Seat, man. They won Podcast of the Year. You know what I'm saying? And
And
he
yeah.
is so humble in here, man. He ain't said nothing about it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Trying to be
shout out to
all
all my
humble and
niggas,
shit.
y'all hating ass niggas that always got shit to do. The same way y'all be hating on me, and I gotta hate on my haters. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man.
Oh my God.
Y'all always got something to say. Y'all always worried about what's going on with me and mine. I got my team. I appreciate everybody on my team. I appreciate Sky, Jazz. I appreciate
Jazzy
The other
damn,
one,
Lord, everybody who's on there, man.
C-Town,
Lily,
Lily, Miss Mischievous,
yeah,
Lady
all
Blue.
of y'all, man. I appreciate it. If I didn't say your name, just drawing a blank right now. I didn't know we was gonna talk about Ricky. Everybody who's ever came on, Lady Blue, all of y'all. Appreciate all of y'all because without y'all, it'll be much harder for me to do what I have to do. Yeah, I do solo content, but a lot of times they come for y'all. Then I'm able to slide in what I need to say, you know, and do what I need to do. So I appreciate y'all. And appreciate Michael Soul, appreciate everybody who the awards. And we also are nominated from the online awards, BB online awards. And we'll see how that goes. But just the fact that there's other eyes besides outside of the city that's looking and felt enough to give me a nomination, I appreciate you. And everybody who voted for me and everybody who didn't, thank you for watching.
What can people expect next year? This coming year? What's next?
Oh, listen, I just moved into a bigger studio.
Uh-huh.
So now
Alright,
we're gonna be
alright.
doing more collaborations with everybody. We got a all male show because y'all triggered me the other day, and we're gonna do a response show to exactly the stuff
That's
that y'all
right.
talk about. Jimmy will be coming on. It will be
I
Philly,
can't
March
wait
7th.
to
and it's
hear
gonna
this.
be the homies
That's right.
giving the male perspective on all that BS
On
that
that
y'all was
love.
talking about.
Mm.
But I'm
Don't
not a
do
red
little
pillar,
and all
y'all.
that.
This will be a one-time episode. I'm not a red pillar. Love
Yeah.
everybody. I want us
Okay,
to work
okay.
together. And the end of the day, the conversations I do is about everybody coming together. So
Right.
let's get it.
Let's get it.
All
Let's
right.
get it. Let's
That's
go.
That's
what's
what's
up.
up.
That's what's up. And like I say, man, shout out to Hot Seat. And also shout out to Two Things Could Be True, Frankie Foster.
Mhm.
And we appreciate everybody that joined in with us tonight.
So give me my clip.
Huh?
When our interview that we did, tell her to give me my clip.
Tell her to give you
Listen,
a
if
clip.
I could get this audio and video synced, I'll give it to you the way I got it. You can do something with it. You gonna help me out. You can figure out what to do with it.
All right.
I got it on a hard drive. listen.
Oh, Lord.
But we're not talking about that. Go ahead. It's coming.
All
All
right.
I'm done.
All right.
All right, you guys. Bye.
Thank you for being on.